Transitioning over. And they can now see all of us. Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well, and welcome to another episode of Phoenix by Night, episode 3. This is a Vampire the Masquerade actual play, like series, comedy series, featuring wonderful, amazing, beautiful, talented human beings. And tonight is a very special night because I will not be the storyteller. It will actually be our friend Benjamin Watkins, aka Mountain Taker, who you've probably seen in the Discord and is a amazing human being. So before we go any further, with the recap from everything else and what all we're going to be doing tonight, let's go ahead and go around the room to introduce everyone. And again, use your whole chest to tell everyone how amazing you are and where they can find you. Otherwise, Ben will give you an extra hunger die. Right, Ben? I think he's frozen. All right, going over to Taryn.
That's just the
Go.
thousand line stare thing.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean,
All
that
right.
was a great face for that.
I know, right? Exactly.
Ben, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Awesome.
Just in case my internet freezes and everybody catches up. So Benjamin Watkins, like D'Angelo said, aka Mountain Taker, storyteller for tonight. I am excited, and I was telling everybody earlier, I feel very blessed to share the table with these wonderful individuals. It's been far too long to hang out with them, and thank you for the honor and the privilege, D'Angelo, to allow me to bring part of my story into your story. And if there is any issues with me because I freeze, we're going to go to break and I'm going to go to a different room and jump on better internets. Other than that, uh, who wants to go next? I leave it open to you.
Let's go ahead and go to Taryn.
Hi, everybody. Taryn Hackett, also known as Val Rook, TTRPG streamer, general creative human, and dice maker. And speaking of dice, I am the dice maker behind Umbral Oculus Dice, which you can follow me for that at UO_dice on Instagram. Yes, look at the beautiful Eddie and his lovely dice from me. And I do want to show and D'Angelo. This is one of the dice that will be part of the giveaway for tonight's Umbral Oculus sponsored giveaway for the stream. So definitely stick around for that, Jeff.
Roll the clip. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Dang it. We need a clip. But yeah, so I stream every Monday on the Initiative Order in our Fallout TTRPG series Vault as Peggy Sue James. I do have a D&D project with DM screening starting up probably towards the end of the summer, so keep an eye out on the socials for that. Also starting up in August on the Initiative Order is another spoopy project that details will be coming out for soon. If you're into horror TTRPGs, keep an eye out for that one as well.
Is it a realm that's far?
It is a realm that is far. And if you like watching Ronan scream like a girl when he plays horror video games, you should see him play it in a TTRPG.
Perfect. And then heading over to the amazing actress Lizzie.
Hello, I'm Lizzie Donahue. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TheLizzieLD. I am so happy to be here on your channel for the first time, D'Angelo. This is going to be so much fun. I'm so excited to play at your table, Ben. I will, I think, be guesting on Vault this Monday. So that will be the next time you can see me. Otherwise, not this Sunday, but for the rest of the Sundays in July, I will be on Casual Campbell's table playing our channel, playing Volcania. And I have a short film out on some streaming platforms.
I backed it.
Fearless. Yes, thank you for backing it. Let's Flix Fearless and Real Women's Network. Yes. All right, that's me.
Perfect. And then Discount Bard.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, your local Discount Bard. You can find me on all the various social medias at Discount Bard. I'm also a tabletop RPG player, actor, performer, also a general creative human being, and real-life jack of all trades. You also can find me here on Twitch, where I stream variety content, sometimes mini painting, and also in the very near future, I'm going to be hopefully combining all those elements together to do a Sea of Thieves RPG, which is still TBD when that's going to be, but it's in the near future, so look out for it. I'm also with Lizzie on and Taryn as well on Forge of Fate on Sundays as well. And I'm also doing a secret project, not so secret project that's happening in late August with the one and only DM Screening.
Oh, that's so cool. And then going over to the love of my life, Alexia.
Hi, I'm the love of D'Angelo's life. The end. I'm just kidding.
That's all about me.
Yeah. No, I'm Alexia. I'm only on Instagram right now. It's Alexia underscore the underscore thief. That's pretty much where I am. So most of the time I do tarot card readings. So if you go into D'Angelo's Discord and you at me that you want to have some tarot card readings, that I could definitely do that. And yeah, that's pretty much it about me.
You're also a writer coming out with a novel sometime soon, right? Working on one.
The next 10 years.
Next year. Still in the future. Still coming up. All right. That's good. Hey everyone, and then my name is D'Angelo Murillo. I love to host tabletop RPG events to help promote diversity and inclusion and also raise money for charity and all that kind of stuff. I have a lot of events coming up, like right after Phoenix by Night, after it wraps up in 2 more episodes. There will be a charity stream for Wounded Warrior Project. I'm going to be doing a charity stream for Muscular Dystrophy Association, and then I believe a few other things as well. I'm currently working on my own tabletop RPG called Emerald Templars, which is going to feature a lot of awesome cultures that are usually under or misrepresented in fantasy a lot of the time. So that'll be really, really cool to bring to the table. It'll be using the Cortex system. It's going to be super awesome. I hope we'll know with playtests in the near future. And yeah, so that is me. Thank you for being here. This is my channel, and this should be a wonderful evening. As you can see, like down below, if you're on desktop, there is a tip menu, and if you can't see the actual menu, there is a menu here that I will post in chat. And all of the money raised here will go straight into the pockets of these performers tonight, split 6 ways, whatever we raise. We're hoping to get to $120. That way everyone can go home with at least $20. And your tip can actually affect the game in various ways, whether it be in silly narrative ways or actually mechanical, by adding a die, increasing hunger or decreasing hunger as you see fit, and what have you. So I'll be monitoring that. If you have no money to spare, that's okay. Just feel free to share the stream to help get more exposure on it. If you have any money to share, feel free to do so, because we're all very passionate artists pursuing our different projects with all of our heart and soul, and your funding would go a long way to help us get that much closer to achieving it. And yes, so to reset the room, this is Phoenix by Night, which is a Vampire the Masquerade comedy miniseries focusing on one Susie McLeod, which is played by the wonderful Taryn Hackett, as she was introduced a few moments ago. Now, the story so far is that she was a cosplayer, got betrayed by her very best friend in the whole entire world last year at Phoenix Comic-Con, and she decided that this was the year that she's going to bring her A game, make the best cosplay she's ever made in her whole entire life to prove her worth and to shove it in the face of her best friend. Unfortunately, due to a series of unfortunate events, she ended up almost dying, getting embraced by a very powerful vampire, was told you've got to shed your mortal life. You cannot be a mortal and also be a vampire. Like, you're going to break the masquerade and a lot of bad things are going to happen to you and potentially your family. And she was able to convince her sire, who is one of the most powerful members of a revolutionary movement in the vampire world called the Anarchy, that she can stay in her mortal sort of like masquerade facade until the Phoenix Comic-Con masquerade happens, and she's able to walk the stage. And after that, she will full-blown become a vampire. And then right when she got that sorted, the local baron of Phoenix, Arizona, hit her up to let her know that they know that she's been illegally embraced and she's got to appear in court on trial to address that. She went, they were going to execute her. Thankfully, she made a quick friend, and that quick friend ended up saving her life as they convinced her to do community service by killing some necromancers or just dealing with them. They went to a local Home Depot filled with employees who are dads, and they were dadomancers, or necromancers or dads. And they were supposed to do a diplomatic mission of some sort, but one of their dear friends, who was a Tremere Mason, ended up just taking out his knife and doing a quick poke, and then shoved the dead body into a whirlpool washer, and then things went chaotic. Thankfully, they were able to intimidate the crap out of these dads whose side hobby was necromancy, and convince them to like lay down their arms and work with the Camarilla in the local area. They did so. The Baron approved her vampiric license, and she's now a card-carrying member of the Camarilla, and is good. And this is where Ben will now take over as the storyteller. And really quick, we want to say a really big thank you to Ben, because he is the one that got us all into Vampire the Masquerade. So we are super excited that he's going to be the one to actually tell the story for us. And take it away, Ben.
All right. So we are taking place here. We're not leaving Phoenix, Arizona. We are still going to be in Phoenix, Arizona. And it's particularly July 2nd, 2021. It is 8:00 p.m. and we are going to be at First Fridays, which is a huge event that happens in the Phoenix area, where you've got a lot of independent people, selling their wares, and going to be hanging out there. So with that, I hope I'm still talking and not frozen.
You're fine.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry.
Yeah, you're
Good.
Really
fine.
quick.
All right.
I'm so sorry about that. I forgot one thing. Or two things rather. Casual just donated $30, and he wants everyone to do a vampire hiss. So what that means is that the next time you speak, just add a vampire hiss, whatever way you want to do it, into it. That way it does it. 2, enter vamp in chat to enter to win the giveaway. There's 4 giveaways going on tonight. One is Umbral Oculus's D6 die. The other 3 are Blood Hunts, which is a Vampire Masquerade game. It's alpha codes. So we're going to be handling it like one by one. So the first one will be for a Blood Hunt code. So go ahead and enter vamp, and when we go to break, we'll go ahead and announce the winner and then do the next thing. Sorry, Ben, you're not going to go.
All right. Awesome. Okay. So, Susie, you are hanging out here at First Fridays. You are currently on the corner of Roosevelt and 3rd Avenue. As you're walking down the street, it is a beautiful evening. The sun has set. It's, you can kind of still see the beautiful dusk. You woke up feeling very refreshed. You fed last night, or before you went and went to your sleep. And so you've woken up, you're feeling refreshed, and heading down, you see all these different vendors. What would you like to do?
First of all, like as I walk out, it's a little bit bright compared to the dark room that I was previously in, and so she's just kind of like and sneezes. And I believe she will immediately be like, I've kind of been wanting a new wallet, but now I feel like that's a waste of my time. So maybe I'm gonna go see if there are any cool t-shirts around. So she's gonna go and start looking for any vendor that has like custom screen print t-shirts that they totally make in their own basement, that are super hipster. So that's what we're
Sure.
looking.
You actually you're walking by the shop. You're outside. It's called Metamorphosis Yoga and Wellness, and inside there are all these custom T-shirts made by the yoga instructor. And it's everything from retro 80s to like epic 90s. Where you've got Jinko jeans. If you wanted to buy an old, like, these are vintage Jinkos. You've got like there's like Looney Tune characters. You've got Dopey, being like, ooh, on one of the T-shirts.
Yeah,
And so everything is
with a cat.
anything with a cat. Okay, you've got like Hello Kitty in there. You've got a whole bunch of different different styles of cats. You've got Tom and Jerry. So as you're walking around, taking a look at these, there's a young lady that walks up to you and says, "Hello, can I help you with anything?"
Just looking. T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I need you to make a It would be a composure and persuasion check.
Oh, that's good because we are really good at that. In case people were wondering what my skills are definitely in. What would the difficulty be?
It's going to be a 4.
Like 4 or higher, or like 4 successes?
4 successes.
I can't beat it.
Okay.
Because that's
you feel
not what I'm good at.
All right. So as she's talking to you, you are really engaged with her, and as she asks you, I really feel there's a connection between us. Could you sit down? I would like to do a reading for you. And so you
And that's
walk.
like
Yep.
she
Go ahead.
feels compelled, right? So in her head, she's kind of like, I'm completely uninterested in this and I really don't want to talk to people, but okay.
All right. So as you sit down, you're sitting across this young lady. She's kind of got a strawberry blonde haircut, and her eyes are just brilliantly engaging, like almost like a light coming up from behind her eyes. And she takes these cards and she starts shuffling them. And on the back of these cards, what you see is kind of this almost Celtic design that looks like a butterfly. And as she's shuffling, you look around and you see all these like wind chimes that look like butterflies, and you see butterflies on the wall. And she's like, all right, let's begin. And she spreads out these cards and she says, please take the first card.
Pull
All
his
right.
card.
All right. And as you take the card, please put it on the table. Take another card.
Reaches for one, sees if she makes a reaction. Goes for a different one and pulls that one.
All right. And she shuffles. And one more time, she fans them all out. And she says, all right, take one more card.
Grabs one really quickly and lays it down.
All right. She takes the card. She taps them. She puts them over to the side. And she's like, all right. She takes the first card and she flips it over. And it is a 10 of cups reversed. And she looks down. She's like, oh my, I'm so sorry. Well, there's always different ways to read this. Well, before we go on to that one, let's flip over the next card. And as she flips it over, it's the death card. Well, let's look at the third card and see what that one shows, and maybe we can get a better picture as to what is happening here. She flips over the third card, and it is a 2 of Pentacles reversed. She sits and looks at it, and she's like, what I'm seeing here is, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Susie. It looks like your dreams were shattered. And there's chaos and disharmony in your life right now. And my hope is this, is that what you fear does not bring the death that I'm seeing. And I'm with the 2 of Pentacles being reversed, I'm also seeing that you're very overwhelmed with everything that's happening right now, and that you're losing control.
No.
Does that kind of...
No.
Are you okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Everything's actually, it's great. It's getting better, actually. It's funny you should mention that because that was last week, and now stuff is gonna be better.
If you want, we can and she quickly just takes the cards and she puts them over into the deck. Are there any shirts that you like? I printed them all.
I really like that one with Garfield over there.
And she goes over and she's like, small?
Yeah.
Then she goes over and she's like, oh, I'll be right back. And she goes into the back room. I just don't have a small here. Hold on. And she goes into the back room. What are you gonna do while she's out?
I'm like looking at the card. like I can read something off of it. Like I'm like leaning over and like looking at the cards and like take the deck and like I feel like she keeps flipping through it, but like the death card keeps coming up every time she like mixes them around and it like keeps resurfacing and then she just gets mad and sets it there and is like
All right, so this young lady comes out and she's like, all right, a small, and it's still in its wrapping. There you go, Susie. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I just feel really bad about the reading, so this is on me. Thank you so much.
Is that something you like normally do or like no? Okay. Thank you.
It depends. It's kind of what I feel led in the moment.
Well, I appreciate it a lot. Like starts walking to the door kind of awkwardly, like, what's your name? As like I'm getting closer to the door, trying to be cordial but very socially awkward. In case you're wondering, my worst skills are all in social.
So as you're walking to the door, I need you to make a it would probably be a wits and awareness check.
Wits and awareness. That I can do. That one I'm capable of doing. I do that good. But I didn't.
All right.
That is it says bestial failure.
Keep in mind, you can spend a willpower point to re-roll 3 dice if you want to.
Yeah. No, you know what? Yeah. We're gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna re-roll the no-nos. Oh, hey, cool. Now 4 successes.
All right. So as you walk out, you're waving goodbye. You're asking her, what's your name? And as you back out, just before the door almost slaps you in the face, you step back, and you're like, oh. But as you step back, you slam right into somebody. You slam into an individual. And Beatrice, can you explain what you look like?
I am a gangrel vampire. So, and I'm like really muscular. Like I look like a bodybuilder because I am. That's like what humans think that I am. And I'm really into 80s fashion because that's when I was when I was in the 80s. So I love the shoulder pads and big poofy hair, the perms, into that. Yeah, that's what I look like.
So as she like hits like this wall of muscle, she just kind of stops and is like, I'm really sorry, oh my gosh. And then she's backing away, like now towards the corner because like she was like backing towards the door. Now she's backing away from there, like awkwardly holding this shirt.
I hiss like, and then like grab her shirt and like throw it. And then I go walk into that t-shirt, store that she just came out of.
But I go pick up my shirt immediately and I'm like dusting it off. Can I pick up on the fact that she's vampire? Is that something we can do? Is children of the night? Can we can we pick up on those vibes?
I would say right now, Beatrice looks like a bodybuilder. Okay. A very, but if you would like to, you could use your intelligence and awareness. And if you'd like to, also dot into your heightened senses.
Yes, I would like to.
All right. So go ahead and give me your roll, and it'll be a difficulty of 2.
Okay. So
You also would have noticed that she hissed at you.
yeah, she hissed at me. So that is 5 successes.
Yeah. You definitely know, you notice that when she hissed, her canines looked rather sharp. You could tell that her hands looked almost feral as well, which you would then associate, you may have been seeing that around. You're very young as far as a vampire goes, so you probably haven't met a gangrel yet, but you definitely know that the individual you bumped into is kindred.
Okay. With that, I will remain in the shop, but then slink back over towards the shirts, like I'm looking at shirts, but be like peeking out from behind one.
Please bring it back. Please.
Watching.
Sarah.
Am I like aware of her watching?
Yeah, you're
I'm
definitely aware of her.
Okay. So I'm looking at the shirts, and then I look back at her. Like, and then I call her
with
like
a shirt like here, like this is basically like this is the shirt. She's just like sitting there like this, and then she's just kind of like just holding it up and in her face, like.
And then I point at you, like, you come over here. Yes, I'm
Slowly.
talking to the person behind you.
Oh,
You.
okay. And then she starts to like, so she just kind of like sheepishly walks up to the bulky lady. I'm really sorry for bumping into you. And so you're like one of us.
And then I smile and I show my teeth. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Like trying to be sneaky about it, looking away from like the yoga person, but being like, she doesn't take this seriously enough. She's just kind of like,
I get very annoyed, like, ugh. Yes, you must be one of the young ones.
Actually, from my understanding, that's like all a matter of like, I mean, that only is a matter of like ages, but necessarily that it doesn't really matter because like apparently it's a generational thing, and I learned that this week because there was a really rude.
I mean,
person.
I like raised my hand and I'm like, I need you to stop talking and leave. I'm busy. And then I keep looking at shirts, but none of them fit me, so I get like mad because I'm like really muscular.
So
all
like,
the women start to fit me.
Up from behind one shoulder, you just like she like comes up from behind you and is like creeping over. So what are you doing?
I turn back like, did you not hear what I just said?
I was just wondering if you need help.
I turn back like, what help can I get from someone like you?
I'm actually surprisingly strong.
And then I smile and I'm like, really? You think you're strong?
Okay, maybe not like that strong.
Let's go outside and talk about it. Do you want to go outside and talk about it?
Like arm wrestling?
Sure. Let's arm wrestle. Do you want to arm wrestle? Is that what vampires do? Is that what you think they do?
Actually, thus far, I really don't know. I've been thrown out of a vehicle and chased guys around in Crocs.
I don't even know what to say to that. Crocs?
Yeah,
Okay.
It was really awful. I broke one of their heads in with a piece of tile.
That's great. I'm going to go back to buying t-shirts.
Is that what you needed help with? I could maybe help you find the right size. She's like, look.
Do me a favor. I want you to go get me some pizza. How about that? And I like hand her like $2.
I thought we couldn't eat garlic.
Get me one without garlic. could you leave and just give me pizza? And I shove the money in her like hand, and then I like go back to like trying to find a t-shirt.
She quickly jogs out the door and then is looking back through the window, seeing if she's doing anything.
All right, Susie, I need you to make a wits and awareness check.
I'm not
Difficulty 2.
looking. Okay, I can actually, that one's one I can do. We're good with that one. Yay! 3 successes.
All right. As you're peering through the window, looking at Beatrice, you can kind of see the reflections, cars kind of going back, behind you, and you see a very dark object. Like, you've seen shadows. Shadows are normal, but this object behind you, it's like in the reflection behind you, it almost looks like it's consuming the alley behind you, and it's peering right at you.
I instinctively spin around and look.
Don't forget the bait.
All right. You spin around and look. Nothing's there.
In the alley, you said?
Nothing's in the alley.
I will go like half a block down and cross the road and then go back to the alley and like peek in.
All right.
I think she's being smart.
As you're peeking in, you see some cats jump down. You see an individual in a trench coat kind of looks over at you and drops down into the sewer. Definitely not what you saw. The individual's not that big, the size of the thing that you saw in the shadows.
Slink over and look.
Now you're looking into the
like
sewer?
This. Yeah, but like
okay,
this.
all right.
Yes.
Yeah, you just see water running in the sewer.
This is a lot more stressful than I thought it would be. Like what happened like castles and just like hanging out and lording over people. And so like she's just like slowly walking back to the road.
As you're walking back to the road, Beatrice blocks your entrance from going back on the road. And she's found you in this alley.
Don't defy me.
Yes?
Did you get my pizza?
There was a thing.
A thing.
Like, here's your money, and I will run the other way.
All right, give me a dexterity and athletics check.
Okay. This is fine. Everything's fine. May I use fleetness?
You want to use your fleetness? Yes, you may.
Okay. I think that is, yeah. So.
And so once you go ahead, you're going to make your roll. Beatrice, could you give me a dexterity, athletics, and celerity? So you've got 1 dot in celerity.
Okay. Let's see. So 3.
Yep. So you're going to do
7.
Yep. Yep. So you got 7 successes.
No.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and roll those 7 dice.
4 successes.
You got 4 successes as well.
Yeah.
All right. So you're using your fleetness and you're using your rapid reflexes as she's starting to run. And as she's running, you grab the back of her jacket. And as you grab the back of her jacket, your feral claws are out because you're a game girl, and you slice open the back of Susie's neck just a little bit.
That was really uncalled for. I gave you your money back. You can't even eat pizza. There's garlic in it. I'm pretty sure that's what they said. What's her name? That lady with that eyeliner or whatever, the mean one. And like she's kind of like sitting there, like at this point she's not trying to run. She's just like standing there, but like leaning, because she's kind of aware of how futile it is. So she's just standing there leaning against you holding her jacket, just kind of like letting gravity do the work, just like diagonally, like.
Sure thing. All right. So as Beatrice has got the back of your jacket, she's slightly cut you open. A gentleman named comes walking into the alley. His name is Jesus. Jesus, would you describe what you look like?
To the shock of everyone here, he has a pompadour that's very prominent. And jet black hair and all that kind of stuff. He is wearing an actual zoot suit that is purple and then has a yellow sort of skinny tie. And he has a chain that goes, down sort of his side. And he just seems very casual, very kind of cool as a cucumber and everything like that, and has a toothpick inside of his actual like mouth as he's like I guess walking into this alleyway. Or is he already there?
You were coming up through the alleyway, so you saw kind of the tough that just happened, and you're walking up into it, kind of investigating. It's very kind of a scuffle between kindred, and as soon as Susie was cut up in the back of the neck, you got a whiff of her blood, and that's what brought you in.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Ashley, for the $90 donation. We appreciate you. You're amazing. If you want to give us any sort of like understanding of the tip menu of what you want to do, let me know. We'll implement it. Jesus will kind of look at, okay, so storyteller, I do have access to an ability called premonition. And I feel like I would use that every so often to try to gain an advantage over my peers and all that kind of stuff. Would it be okay if I had used it like previous to this like encounter or anything like that?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. That would make sense why you were coming right into this alleyway, almost as if you knew this situation was going to happen.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I casually, Jesus will walk in, super finely dressed and everything like that, and look over to the henchest woman he's ever seen with the poofiest hair and shoulder pads, grabbing this tiny little like vampire kindred, and he'll just be like, "Which one of you is Susie?"
As she quickly points back.
To Beatrice. Okay, perfect.
So do I know Jesus?
Alexa, you know about him. You've probably seen him on the street before. Your paths probably haven't crossed like for a direct interaction. But Jesus he's been around, and people know his skill set, and you would know that he has a special ability. You would know that he is of the clan Tremere, and that they are very skilled at blood magic.
I look at him and then I bare my teeth and I'm like, "Stay out of this! I have to kill her. She's useless."
All right, before I do this, just want to check. Discount Bard, are you going to do a David Bowie impression? Asking for no particular reason. If not, okay. Okay, perfect. All right, good. So, you'll just...
What?
Okay, just
like
want to check.
Soon make sense.
Yeah, because my biggest fear was that someone else was going to do. So here's my attempt at David Bowie in the Labyrinth. So it'd be like, Susie, 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 and Beatrice, come now. There's no reason to scuffle. As he takes his toothpick and then puts it through his fingers, all mystical like, just like that scene. As he does a little twirl, then leans against the alleyway wall, and he goes, "There's much bigger things afoot than no need for this rabble." As he kind of looks over.
Susie is still leaning against, just like cartoonishly, like just furthering, just like not super struggling, but just kind of impishly trying to lean away.
Further into Beatrice. Okay. Oh, yeah. And he just kind of looks over to Beatrice and gives a nod and be like, "Beatrice, it's good to see you as always."
Shut up. Mind your own business.
Oh, sorry. Hello to you too. And
So,
Yeah.
do you guys like all know each other? Is it just me that gets left out of everything? And at this point, I am completely going dead weight, and I am crying. Just sitting there on the alley, like kind of probably hanging if she hasn't let go, but just kind of dead weight, just like crying. Like
Jesus will look over to Beatrice to see what she's gonna do, because I assume that you're like slumped into like the floor, and she still has your.
yeah.
I roll my eyes and then I like grab Susie and just toss her towards Jesus. Like, ugh, it's not worth it.
Dead weight.
Empathy,
ground.
Beatrice. Empathy. You need to handle things with more finesse. As he tries to help up Susie.
Fetal position.
Well, your boy doesn't have much strength, so he's not even gonna attempt to pick up your 110 body. So that's not what he's gonna try. But he'll just look over and be like, the kindred community here in Phoenix is quite small, so we do tend to cross paths every so often, but it's good to make your acquaintance. McLeod, isn't it?
Susie stands up with a smile on her face. Yep.
It's wonderful to make your acquaintance. As he hands his hand over.
Shake.
Perfect.
You're a lot nicer than her.
So I'm told. As he looks over to Beatrice.
I start walking away.
But we just started being friends, and she's following a little bit, like further up, just a little bit. I'm just kidding, and then I will use my cat's grace and like rapid reflexes and like jump back if she looks back at me at all, because at this point it's a game.
All right. So Beatrice is walking away. You're kind of literally playing cat and mouse. Want to be her friend. Jesus is he's talking with you, and as he's chatting with you, he's literally reading you your mail. He knows who your sire is. He knows your passions. He knows all this information.
Quick question. Who told you?
He kind of looks over. Would you say that during this sort of situation, I was able to get a little bit of her blood that kind of spilt
Yes.
from the cut? Okay, perfect. Yeah. So he kind of like has it on his finger, and he sniffs it a little bit and goes, "You're quite young to being a kindred, aren't you, McLeod?"
I'm like, yeah. I think it's like a week or something.
It's all right. It's all right, my dear, because this world is quite overwhelming once you get into it, and even those who have been alive for quite a long time still can't tell you everything about it. But I am what's called a Tremere, and my clan specializes in blood magic. As long as we get access to a little bit of blood, there's a whole lot of things we can do with it. As he holds up his hand with her blood in it, and
I actually met somebody that was kind of like that, except all he really wanted to do was like stab people and put them inside of appliances.
Mason, good fellow. He came to my vampiric wedding.
Oh. So you guys really do all know each other. Okay, now I'm feeling a little more left out again. That's fine. I'm new, right? It has nothing to do with the fact that I got kicked out of a car randomly. Question. So, when you eat people, are you supposed to kill them?
He looks over to Beatrice to see if she wants to answer.
I mean, are they supposed to?
So yeah, you would know that if you consume, like in a sense, like every last drop of a mortal, you would stave off your hunger. Your hunger would be completely gone. But otherwise, then that vessel is gone, or you just take what you need to fill with, to get that sustenance that you need to kind of keep going. But it's generally not the best direction to go, because it could possibly break the masquerade.
I finally sigh and roll my eyes, and I just grumble and grumble. I say, it's better to kill them. Let's be honest. Kind of ridiculous, don't you think, humans?
I mean, I definitely don't like people, but that's just because I didn't like people before. But now it kind of sucks because I have to talk to him and let him know that I need to drink because I feel really bad about like.
You tell them you're gonna drink them?
No.
Ugh. Jesus,
I
just
definitely
deal
don't.
with her.
Jesus will kind of like, take out his toothpick and kind of give a sigh a little bit and go, so when you came to be, no one ever really taught you how to do anything. Is that right?
No, they handed me a beer.
Well, that's one way. Vampires and trauma do go hand in hand a lot of times. So when it comes to feeding, you can do a lot of different things. You can feed on animals, blood bags, people, and even other vampires if you want to be spicy about it. But typically, what you're going to want to do is feed on a human but not kill it. Unlike the advice of Beatrice here, who has a very unique way of dealing with situations. But if it works out for her and she's lived this long, then there is some merit to it, obviously. Thank you guys for rating. We really appreciate you guys. Welcome to Phoenix by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade comedy miniseries. And good to see you guys. And that's what Jesus will say.
All right. Out of
Question
character,
then.
he says, "Thank you, Raiders."
Yeah.
So
Thank you, Raiders.
Thank you, Raiders. As this conversation is going on, you see a young woman shutting a door as she's coming out, very dressed very well, very business, and she almost bumps right into you, Susie, as Roxanne is preparing for her evening. Roxanne, can you describe yourself?
So Roxanne is a fairly polished, young-looking woman. She's got some nice makeup on. Her hair is pulled back. She's wearing pretty modern clothing, like sort of trim lines. She has a case in her hand, and when she nearly bumps into you, you can tell that she is she has a strong essential oil smell on her. Sort of, you got lavenders, you get some sandalwood, and she sort of like looks up as she walks out, and she sees Jesus, she sees Beatrice, and she looks at you, sort of like between them. And so I'm wondering if I can tell if she's a vampire, or if I'm like, am I walking into them like about to kill someone?
Go ahead and give me a wits and awareness, and a difficulty of 2.
Out loud, Susie will exclaim after almost being bumped into for the bajillionth time. Why the hell is everybody bumping into me? It's not like I'm invisible.
Is that like 2 superficial damage? Just like start.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, 3 successes.
Yeah, you can absolutely tell that she's kindred, just from what you know of you've been around for a while. You understand just kind of some tall tales, and you can also know you also know that there's a vein running down her neck that is not throbbing like mortals do.
I don't know you. I'm Roxanne, and she sticks out her free hand. Roxanne Moore, nice to meet you. I own the business More to Life, and she hands you her business card, seemingly out of nowhere.
You are the second person to offer me essential oils.
Really?
Susie McLeod.
Nice to meet you. Am I interrupting something?
You're never interrupting, Roxanne. It's good to see you, as he kind of like waves off to you, goes like, huh, how
what do vampires
peculiar.
taste like?
Cinnamon. Well, Ben's the storyteller, so you can decide.
So
who says that out loud?
Okay. All right, so what we're sitting here, we're as a group, we've got our essential oils, our businesswoman, we've got our gang girly, bodybuilder, and all around badass Beatrice, and you have Jesus. It's kind of an odd group to be gathering. And as you guys are talking, I need you all to make all four of you to give me a intelligence and actually no, a wits and awareness check. Difficulty of 2. Got a 4.
4 success.
Got 3.
0.
I am good at one thing. 2 things.
All right. So I'm going to be honest. Okay. All right. Got 3. Okay, cool. Everybody froze for me and now you're all back. Okay. So I just saw fingers. All right. So you all notice this very large black shadow just almost a couple of blocks down from you run across the street, stare down at you, and Beatrice, Jesus, and Roxanne, you notice that this thing is peering right at Susie.
Can I do Sense the Unseen?
Yes, you can. So go ahead and give me the aspects.
Aspects,
and
wits. Yeah.
Yep, wits. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, good.
Okay, you guys saw that too, right?
All right.
I'm gonna grab Susie and throw her behind me, so I'm blocking whatever we saw.
I got 4 successes, and then on my hunger die, I got an 8, so I passed.
All right.
Ragdoll physics.
So, Jesus, which you're going to know with the sense that you get is this thing is not from this world, and you know that it is extremely strong, and by it staring down Susie, you know that she is its target.
Okay, and he will turn to everyone and be like, it appears my pompadour is tingling, and it's telling me that...
Tell me what your pompadour sees.
What was yeah. So whatever the thing is, as he kind of gestures in the direction of it with his toothpick, it appears to not be from this world. It seems to be very, very focused on our own Susie McLeod, as he kind of turns and goes curious, very curious, as he puts his toothpick back in.
You also would know that the clan Giovanni is pretty much lost a lot of power, and with the death of basically their creator, demons and all these unnatural things and ghosts have entered into the realm. So you would definitely start making that connection.
Okay, so it's like a Giovanni entity or something like that.
And something that they would have released at that time.
I have a 3 to the occult. Would I by any chance know if there's any way to combat this, or what they can do to us?
You know that they can exist and then almost pass right through you. When you're about ready to strike it, it could just let you pass through. It could be there or not. You have to. It's a very you have to be very strategic in how and when you're going to strike it, so it can be damaged. You would know that if it already has a target, somebody or something has told it to seek out Susie.
Okay, perfect. I'll keep some of the information to myself, but I do turn to Beatrice and Roxanne, since they're the more like experienced vampires or kindred, and let them know that like this is gonna be if we ever get into a fight with this thing, it's gonna be very spicy. As he kind of looks over and goes, "We can't quite
spicy.
fight
Is that garlic pizza?
Spicier potentially, and depending on who cooked it or made it today, but he'll go like, this is a creature that we can't quite fight normally, so but still I best bet's Beatrice," as he like Slaps her on
I'm
the
like,
back.
what?
On his shoulder
What do you
pad.
mean I can't fight them? It's ridiculous to waste my time.
Or
You can try.
we find out who sent it and solve the problem at its source. Susie, my love, who would send such a horrible creature after you?
I really don't know, but it's coming to my attention. This is a lot more work than I really wanted to put in, and I have other things that I'd rather be doing, and I really want to be stitching on my costume, even though it's a little on the nose now because it was originally supposed to be for Castlevania, but now I am a vampire and it's kind of dumb. And she just kind of is like muttering off to herself.
Yeah.
Stormbringer didn't worry about this. This is too much. She should. Yeah, like she says something about Stormbringer muttering to herself, and mumbling and complaining, in her little anxious fit.
Roxanne just like puts her case on the floor and like opens up the thing and just starts like pulling out essential oils. She's like, "You need something
Lavender.
for that anxiety, honey."
Yeah. Did you mention Stormbringer?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Like mumbling it, like in there, all of like Stormbringer didn't tell me this was gonna be a thing, and I don't know why everybody wants to kill me. And yeah.
Okay.
And I look back and I'm like, Stormbringer?
Wait, I didn't even hear that.
So Jesus will be very interested, and he goes like, "You spoken with Stormbringer?"
Oh.
He'll definitely do an insight.
Lying. Clearly, there's no.
Would it be charisma insight to try to identify whether she's telling the truth or not?
Do you want me to roll for this?
Yep.
You know
so you got to
roll manipulation. You ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Manipulation and performance.
I will roll my 2 dice.
Do I roll against her or just wait for until she rolls?
Nope. Yeah. She's gonna roll, then you're gonna have to counter it.
Okay.
0 successes.
All right, you get it. Pretty much.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Yeah, you totally know.
And he just looks and goes like, "How peculiar that we 4 got, ended up randomly meeting up with one another." As he kind of looks around and
as you guys are having this discussion, you hear this bump, 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 bada, bump, 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 as this rusted out red pickup with Confederate flags flying off the back end of it
Arizona
stops, and it's just rumbling, and this guy in the driver's side seat wearing the Superman t-shirt, and he yells out, "Yeah, 4 more years, yeah!" As it
is canon in this alternate universe that Ted Cruz is acting president. So just wanted to
Okay, yes. Go Goose. All right, well, yeah, this guy is just yelling at the top of his lungs, and just outside, if you were to movie cinema magic motion, you see this vehicle here, and you have a vehicle here, and as we shift focus, you see this very determined kindred walking straight at him. Alec. Alaric, what do you look like?
Muted.
Of course I am. So Alaric essentially looks like an individual kind of out of time. He looks like he is trying to dress hip to what current trends are, but he's not entirely sure what those are. So he just kind of ended up going to like the local thrift store and pretty much just hobbled together a rather just disheveled look that looked somewhat like it might fit in. But he has this look in his eyes like he's always watching his back, but at the same time he has this sort of determination behind it that he just seems like he's not always entirely there. And
so,
yes.
Oh, go ahead.
And yes, if there was someone as you described, he would definitely be very interested.
So this individual in the pickup does a burnout, goes in the intersection, peels around, whips, and then parks his vehicle, jumps out, and he's starting to walk right at you, Stacy. Oh, Susie. Sorry, Susie, not Stacy. I was remembering Susie, and then Stacy got in my head from last week. Anyway, Susie. And so he's walking right at you.
No. dips back into the alleyway.
As he stands there with arms on his shoulder, big Superman-esque, and he's like, just staring at you.
Can I help you? It's really funny, but you know, that shirt died in like the 90s and it wasn't even cool then. I'm just throwing that out there.
I start laughing uncontrollably.
What are you laughing at?
It looks like you skipped leg day.
I laugh even harder. I'm like, I can't even breathe because I'm laughing so hard.
Well, good thing you're dead because you can't breathe.
Oh.
Yeah, she's just kind of sitting there glaring. Is he still glaring at her?
He's glaring at you, Susie.
Yeah. As he continues to stare, yeah, it kind of just looks like if you had a single thought, it'd be really lonely. Nothing?
And you kind of just see he gets like, turns around as he walks, and he bumps right into Alaric, knocking Alaric down. He looks down, he's like, get out of my way, queer. He starts walking to his truck.
As he starts to walk away, I would love to grab him by the ankle.
All right, go ahead and give me a dexterity and athletics. Actually, brawl, because you are good at grappling.
Wonderful. So, dexterity and brawl?
Yes.
Are there
Difficulty
a bunch
2.
of
He's
people
right
on
next
the
to you.
street? Are there a bunch of people
Are there a
around?
bunch of people on the street? There's a lot of food trucks. There's a lot of you're actually behind this what it looks like is a really kind of retro, not hearse, but kind of that style with taps on the outside of it, and it says Bloodhaven Spirits on the side.
So that was a bestial failure.
All right, so bestial failure. For this, as you reach out for his ankle, you slice his Achilles tendon, and he falls flat and plants himself right into the curb. He just starts screaming, blood-curdling scream.
I hope everyone brought their Nikes.
I would like to stand myself up and attempt to grab this individual once more and grab him and drag him to somewhere a little more private.
Not a problem. Looking at your strength levels, you literally just lift him up and drag him back to the alley that Susie and Beatrice and Jesus just came out of.
Is he still screaming?
He's more whimpering now as you see his pants start to get wet.
I want to kick him in the face.
Well, you can go ahead and kick him. Yeah, Alaric's pretty much got him like dancing on his tiptoes because he's up.
Yeah, I straight up like football punt him in the face, trying to knock him out. Just like, I mean, I do like the little bit of a running jump, like boop.
There's
all right for the
no need for that. It's more fun when they struggle.
I just really wanted to kick him. She kicks him again.
Come with me. We need to talk. And I'm going to keep on dragging him to somewhere where I can be in private with this individual.
Yeah, you walk into the alley. It is very quiet and dark.
I'm going to look him up and down and tell him, you are not worthy of that shirt. That is a symbol that means something. And someone as disgusting as you, well, you could be put to better use. And I would like to feed on him, please.
Absolutely. So you go ahead and you feed on him. How far are you going to take it, Alaric?
There's not going to be a single drop left.
All right.
Susie is watching.
So, Susie, as you're watching, you see Alaric literally drain this vessel of every drop that he has, as well as Alaric, as you are feeding on him, he has the exact resonance that you've been desiring as well. So your hunger is at a 0 because you consumed all of this. And just for your sake, the next time that you use your obfuscate, you can go ahead and neutralize that. I'm just going to give it to you because you are already like everything that was in him has given that portion of your blood strength.
Wasn't there a like sewer in that alleyway? Did you say that
There is a
someone
sewer
else-
in the alleyway? Yes.
Okay, perfect. And I kind of looked to everyone being like, we might need to take care of the body as I look over to Beatrice in her hulking form.
So that's what happens when you do it's a lot easier when you just like tell them that you're hungry or that you need medicine.
As you guys are all talking about what you're going to do with this, you do see the circular cover of the sewer pop up and slide open. As you see a white, kind of withered hand come up and motion towards you.
I slap it. Just like slap it instinctually.
Stop.
Like, ugh, gross.
I don't suppose
As you
you
hear
recognize the house.
There's 3 of 6.
Are you a friend or are you gonna try to kill me too?
As you see this kind of no hair, ears are slightly pointed, scar down his face, and you, everybody except for you, Susie, you've never met a Nosferatu yet. As this Nosferatu comes out and bows down at Alaric and grabs this individual and slides him into the sewer. The Nosferatu goes back to Alaric and puts something into his hand. Goes back down the sewer and slides the grate back over.
Does this mean you don't want us to fall? Okay.
You
She's,
don't
like,
want to
looking
go
down at
down
the
there.
grate.
You don't.
Yeah, but he looked like Bram Stoker's guy.
Who?
It's
Bram
close.
Stoker?
Dracula, obviously. Come on, Beatrice.
Like I read right now? Pfft. Ridiculous.
You don't have to read to know about Dracula, honey.
What
All
is
are
that
here.
one called?
You're all here. Why are you? You're all.
Nosferatu.
Who's we all?
Or you're all here, but why are we all here? We're all here for a reason. You're here for a reason.
I don't believe
You
that
have
one.
something you need to do. It's unfinished.
Yeah, I have a cosplay that I'm supposed to be working on, but instead I'm almost getting killed by people or clawed at by claw people and then smoky demon people. I'm gonna go work on the thing at studio. Y'all can follow me. Go away.
We probably should clear out of here before people wonder why that truck is running with no one around.
I can just take that truck. How about I just take that truck? I think it's a great idea.
Finger gunning back.
Do you really want a stolen truck outside of wherever we're going?
Stolen? He's dead.
I mean, no one's going to report it stolen immediately, but eventually someone will go looking for it.
And eventually I'll just
vehicle outside of Kim's studio. She'll probably kill me, and she's my new best friend.
That is a symbol of oppression and not one that we should probably be driving around with.
Yeah, I might be a vampire, but I'm still a minority in a lot of ways, so I'm definitely not gonna touch that vehicle, but I can't hang around because I'm gonna be the first one the cops are gonna look at when they get here. So
misunderstand me. We steal it.
Way out of the alleyway.
We burn it. And we take it to get out of here. How about that?
Ah, I see. Now this is a much more interesting endeavor.
Out of the alleyway.
I have a minivan.
checking out the blood spirit thing to see if that's where the brewery thing was.
Yeah, make sure Susie doesn't get too far because I'm like, there's still the ghost demon thing that's after you. You realize that, right, Susie? We would probably be your best allies at this moment.
Yes, allies are good when enemies surround you. Definitely need to stay away from the shadows in the dark.
Just wanted to make my costume though.
As you guys walk out, you see the Blood Haven Spirits vehicle pull away. But on the other side of the street, something you didn't realize was right across the street is the Dad Bod Brewery. Has a vehicle kind of like that as well. You see a couple of leather bound, kind of shaved head characters walking towards the truck with the Confederate flags. They walk up to it and pretty much in simultaneous, almost like Siamese twins, split, one walks on the driver's side, one walks on the passenger side, snap off the flags, throw them in the bed of the truck. They smash the windows out, hop in, and they take off.
That was a beautiful sight to behold.
Going over to Dad Bod Brewery, thinking,
So
sitting there, placing an order. As
it is,
yes,
it is canon that on certain nights, I think like Friday nights, Dad Bod Brewery has drag shows. Could there be a drag retelling of Dracula called Dragula? That way.
That's only if we dig through the ditches and burn through the witches.
So this is a Dad Bod brewery vehicle that has their drinks in it, and so you can just walk up, you can pay the person in the vehicle, and they'll give you a pint, and you can go on your merry way. And
comes back to the alleyway with the new beer, just like.
I feel like we're just trailing you. But what about the
entourage?
pig?
Yeah.
What we doing?
So as you're all hanging out, you're kind of walking, you're talking, getting to know each other. You're heading towards this beautiful Japanese friendship garden. It's right, just a few blocks away, and in it there's a huge koi pond, and these giant koi fish are swimming through the pond.
I'm gonna grab one of the koi fish, or I want to grab one of the koi fish and then eat it.
All right, go ahead and give me a dexterity and athletics. Difficulty 3.
6.
If I see her do this, I would like to slap the fish out of her hand.
All right, what's your success first?
Oh, what's the difficulty?
It's gonna be a 3.
3.
Because they're fishies.
2 successes.
There's water refraction.
Okay. So as you spear your hand in, you kind of catch the back of a tail of one, and it flips, gets itself out. So you do see this, Alaric, and as you guys are watching in this pond, Susie, please give me a wits and awareness check, difficulty 2.
2 successes out of 6 dice.
Oh wow! All right. So as you see the fish kind of dip down, you see the ripples of the water going across, and as the ripples, everything's kind of starting to turn glass-like again. In the water, you see the reflection of this massive black beast over your shoulder, eyes glowing red.
I dart between Beatrice's legs and grab onto one.
Hey, let go of me! Try to shake her off.
No, it was behind me.
Beatrice, I know we're in a Japanese garden, but this isn't a sushi night.
Well, where else? Do you want me to just murder someone in basically broad daylight?
Never in my
No.
wildest dreams could I imagine why he would want to destroy something so beautiful.
There's a demon.
There's-
Wait, a demon?
Susie.
Help
Susie,
me.
I try to look around and try to look for the demon.
As you look around, I do not let go of the leg.
Yeah. So Beatrice, as you're looking around, you don't see anything.
After hearing the word demon, could I try to sense the unseen?
Yes, you may.
What am I rolling for that?
So you're gonna roll your aspects,
Mm-hmm.
And
intelligence,
wits. Or
and
sorry,
oh
you're good.
yeah. So yeah, it is wits. Thank you, D'Angelo. So wits, aspects, and awareness, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
And
Yeah, so wits and
awareness.
aspects or resolve and aspects, whichever
Yes.
the
Okay.
storyteller wants, or yeah.
So wits, aspects,
so
and
wits.
awareness. You said.
Yeah, because I want you to add in the awareness as well. Just
Okay. What difficulty?
it's gonna be a difficulty of 4.
That will be 5 successes. One of them looks like it's the starred one.
Oh, okay. All right. So, you definitely are aware of everything that I told Jesus earlier. That this is a powerful demon. That it has its sights on Susie, and is particularly aiming to eliminate her. You would definitely know that somebody has caused it to target her, and you would have an awareness that it is very close by.
Enemies surround us. The strings are being pulled. The puppet master not to be found. We have to get out of here.
Make it stop. Still clinging.
I try to like shake her off continuously. Like, I don't see anything. You all are crazy.
Not letting go.
Can I
Crazy still is for you not to wake up. Let's get out of here before it is too late.
Let's go to the studio.
What did you say? Go to the studio? Okay.
I just want to work at my content.
I want to do premonition to see
Sure.
if I can spot anything in the future that may occur.
Go ahead.
So
Yep.
let me see here. So it says free or 1 rouse check. I don't know. Whenever the storyteller deems appropriate, this power gives sudden hints. Okay. So
how far into the future do you want to see?
The next 5 minutes.
5?
Yeah. The next
next
5
few
minutes, I would say.
Okay, so I'll do rouse check of 1. Yep.
Rouse check of 1. Okay.
So the further out you want to see, so the further out you want to see, then that rouse check's gonna go a little higher.
All right. I'm gonna. Oof! I got a 1 on that, so I'm just gonna increase my hunger. Does that
grumble.
does that completely fail, or do I still move forward with it?
You're gonna grow that hunger, so you use blood to try to get that premonition.
Okay.
So you got hungry in it.
So that's gonna be resolve aspects. Okay, so resolve for aspects 3, so 7 and 7, and then my 2 hunger die. Let me do this first. Oh my god, this was awesome. That's not awesome. Okay. That's also not awesome. All right. So the crits, do they count as 2 successes, or is it just still 1 success? 2? Okay.
I count crits as 2 successes.
Okay, so 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I got 6 successes because I got a natural 1 for one of them. So, and then my 2 hunger die is a crit, so that I guess it's a messy critical, and I got a 5 for the other one.
So what you see, so the premonition that you see, and it's almost like everything starts moving and fast forward. What you all see is Jesus's eyes go blood red, and you notice that he's just staring intently. Jesus, what you see is this creature continues to follow and lurk, and never completely manifests. It's as if it's studying Susie and now studying each one of you.
Okay.
You also see what was given to Alaric. The palm of his hand is glowing.
And that's within the next 5 minutes?
Yep.
Okay. So I kind of come to, I definitely want to like slump dramatically into Beatrice's arms.
And I'm like,
If you,
damn it!
So many people
Do-
just glomping onto you,
I
Beatrice.
know, right? So,
Susie is now playing with the pond and like poking the fish, like, seeing if they'll nibble on her finger because she's bored.
So Jesus comes to and kind of lets everyone know that like, well, at least it doesn't seem like they're going to attack us anytime soon. So it looks like we're fine for the near future. And Alaric, apparently your hands turn white. Whatever that is, as he kind of gets up, wipes some blood from his eyelids or something like that, if there's any that protrudes, as he feels definitely peckish as he looks around to the humans that are around and kind of like eyes them.
I see. You two have the gift. And I'm gonna stare down at my hand as to what it is that I'm actually holding.
So, Alaric, as you open your hand, what you see is a like a charm. It is pure silver. Now, I don't believe you are damaged by pure silver, but you would know that certain kindred, well, you definitely know that there are kindred that would be damaged, as well as you know that there is other creatures of the night that are definitely hindered by silver as well.
Yeah, I do want to let
But
you know.
it is in the yeah. Go ahead.
Storyteller, just to let you know, I have for folkloric block. In order to enter a house, I need an invite, and then if I get staked, it's final death. Just so that you're aware. That way you have that knowledge.
All right. Sounds good. So as you're looking down, it's in the shape of a butterfly. Susie, you would have known that that shape looks identical to the one that was in the studio that you were in.
So there's this yoga place that had that symbol all over it.
I love yoga.
The chaos on the other side of the world. Where is this
Matches the other
yoga
butterfly.
studio?
Like a block or two that way now. We can go check it out if we need to.
There are dots that might need connecting. Perhaps there are answers there.
No, it was a lot of t-shirts, but sure. Susie will begin to lead the way back to the yoga studio. Yeah, Beatrice almost got this really cute shirt, but didn't have big enough shoulder pads in it, so she didn't want it. She was like, it has the wrong size. And I was like, no, you'd look fabulous. And she was like, I know I would. Thank you. You're my best friend.
Beatrice, that's such great progress. Getting a best friend, being so vulnerable with someone so new.
She's not my best friend. And I like grab Jesus and put him over the shoulder and just start walking angrily.
It seems like you have competition, Susie, for the best friend spot. And I look at the Jesus and Beatrice walk away.
Also, really quick, Alexia, is raining really hard. Did you put your window?
So, Jesus, is there any particular?
Oh, I gotta hang on.
Yeah, go for it. Okay. You can continue as
in LA now.
Sorry. Over in Arizona, it's like raining really hard right now, and she is notorious for putting her windows all the way down. So she's gonna like go put her windows up really quick. So, anyways,
I'm sorry, it was really digital on my end because my internet's probably going down. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Okay. All right. So Alexa because now she's gone. All right. So whatever just happened, I don't know because my internet was like stalling. My apologies. All right. Pardon?
Some weather window emergencies.
Oh, got it. All right. So real quick, Jesus, what type of moral do you generally feed on? Like, what's your preferred?
I think it would be ones who are very ambitious. I think there's 4 resonances, right? I don't know if ambition is one of them. If ambition is not one of them, then I would lean more towards I guess anger would be one of them.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Yeah, I was looking on your sheet. I'm like, I'm not sure what he's looking for. All right, so as you guys are starting to leave the Japanese friendship um, forest here, or garden rather, there's a whole bunch of frat girls that are starting to like walk through and giggle and kind of just looking at you, and you know, they point at Susie, and one runs up to Susie and she's like, oh, I remember you. You were giving piercings, and you were just and she just starts talking your ear off about piercings, as another girl, just three sheets to the wind, walks over to Alec and is like looking at him, and it's like, you are so nice, I love your hair, and it's just frat girlness everywhere.
Oh my god, is that Ashton Kutcher over there? And Susie runs.
Susie runs. All right. So Susie, you're taking off, and the girl's like, oh, okay, and they're like, let's go,
Thank
girls.
you for the compliment.
And they all kind of like glom back together and start like walking through the friendship garden.
Good research, by the way.
Yeah.
Roxanne will like catch up with Susie after she observes this. Be like, that wasn't very friendly of you. It seems like they were giving you validation and then suddenly you ran away.
But that was a lot of people really fast.
Now, I'm not an expert on these things, but you're making a cosplay, right? You keep mentioning that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you usually bring those to places with a lot of people?
Yeah, but it's like but they're like dorky like me, so it's different.
I see. So you feel out of place when you're not with your people.
Yeah. But you know, I already kind of felt like an alien and stuff, and now it's even more like that, because now, you know, and
I know. And she sort of puts a comforting hand on your shoulder.
you smell like bergamot.
Oh, thank you for noticing. Here, smell this. And she like puts a vial under your nose, and it's like this strong lemony flavor. This is for anxiety. You know, it actually, there's been scientific studies that smelling lemon can help prevent the forming of traumatic feelings. I have no idea why, but it is a thing that I've gone through in real life in trauma. Smell the lemon. I don't know why.
I didn't know that. I should probably just wear lemon every day.
Well, I would be happy to set you up with some lemon oil, but let's go look at this yoga studio with all the butterflies. It sounds lovely. She sort of like holds out a hand.
Question. So is this like a Lovecraft Country situation where the entity is always there, like looming in the background, getting closer, and we're just like kind of walking away and just kind of used to it, or does it show up randomly?
Yes.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Yeah.
Yes, it's exactly what this is. So okay. Wherever you go, it is going to follow.
Okay.
Second question: is Jesus still being like carried?
Fireman carried.
Yeah. That's up to Beatrice. Maybe she dropped him.
Yeah, I dropped him, but not in like a nice way. It was just like, so he just fell on the floor.
All right, sounds good. The sudden shock to your system of being just dropped kind of shudders you awake. You definitely, as you come to, Jesus, there is a strong desire to feed. And every person that walks by, it's almost, you get a whiff, and your gaze lingers a little bit longer than it should.
Okay, perfect. Are there any like bars or around me at all, like any drinking places?
Oh yeah, there's different indie in breweries around the area, I mean, up and down the street. Um, there's a couple of nicer restaurants as well. You do see that Bloodhaven Spirits, which you would all know is owned and operated by some high level kindred. And though they're not in Phoenix, Arizona, but they do have a branch there. And so you would know that that location is kindred friendly, particularly to Camarilla.
Okay, perfect. I think I'll. How far away is it from where we're going to, or like our destination?
You guys, you're really not that far. You guys, you really only went about a block and a half to the gardens. And coming back, you will be passing by the yoga studio in order to get to the Bloodhaven Spirits.
Okay, he's definitely gonna consider it, and then kind of like maybe his hands like trembling and his fangs are slightly, protruding. But then he decides that in the situation where there's an entity like looming on them that he doesn't quite understand, he decides to stay with the group just in case, and like sort of deal with this hunger as hard as it might be. Yeah, and then he.
Jesus.
Yes, Susie.
You're looking like pokey.
Yeah, that happens as he kind of like definitely like looks around and tries to. He notices that his teeth are protruding a little bit and tries to hide it, somewhat.
We can get you a beer.
I think I might definitely need one in the near future. Otherwise, the unfortunate might occur, and we might pull an Alaric.
Is that what that's called now?
Yeah, that was definitely hardcore. That was a bit much.
Said the kindred who said that she murders humans.
Alaric, wow. Do you, is that what you do every day?
Not every day, but the hateful must be consumed. That is how one grows powerful.
Don't they taste bitter?
Bitterness empowers. Bitterness builds strength, builds character.
I mean, humans love coffee.
Best start to the day.
It's just like eating people who are assholes. I mean, I don't care about the bitterness. All gives you energy.
Kind of like the sad, lonely
Electrolytes.
ones. They don't really ask as many questions. That's depressing. As she's like walking, like,
How long have you worked on this cosplay?
I've been working on it for almost a year, and I'm running out of time, and I'm supposed to have it done because I have to get my ultimate revenge on this horrible person that used to be my friend and totally betrayed me and stuff, and it was really embarrassing, and I really hated it, but then I almost died.
I can give you poison.
Why don't you just eat her?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask the same thing.
No, because then there's no, like, poetic justice. Like, in, which one's it? Like, what's a good example? So, like, in Full Metal Alchemist, like, when they finally get
Excuse
their
me,
revenge-
hold on, whoa. Subs or dubs? This is gonna be. It's very important.
What are you guys talking about?
So there's a television show, and when they get their revenge on stuff, it's really poetic because the thing, it does better to beat them at their own game.
I mean, murder is pretty poetic.
I am a petty bitch, so I
It can
agree
be
that
if it's a justified cause.
I'm not.
Tell me, how did she betray you?
She totally got a better a more known cosplayer to do our cosplay that we both worked on together totally, and then she won with it, and I totally didn't get anything because she totally took credit for everything.
Oh, she was better than you at getting someone that was better than you.
Yeah,
There is no shame in defeat when the hard work is put in, when there is still room for growth, room for improvement.
but it was my work, like our work, and then I got. You're not understand. You know what? Let's go find that. Look over here.
I still have to know, did you watch Full Metal Alchemist subbed or dubbed? Because this is gonna change my perception of you 100%.
I did both. I wanted to see which was better.
I guess that's okay. As long as you watch subbed in some form, then that's okay.
I have to say, though, I really like Travis Willingham and Laura Bailey, though.
I find that when watching these things, when they are dubbed with subtitles, seems to be the best combination. Because then you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, but if you look away for 2 seconds, you miss a whole sentence.
The Japanese
then-
voice acting is superior.
Yeah, but if you've ever watched Dragon Ball Z, that's not the case at all, and you know it.
And Cowboy Bebop, this is true, but
I'm gonna start like walking away. Like, God!
It's like Lizzie has so many opinions on this, but Roxanne does not.
oh, I hosted a sub versus dub
Oh,
anime
believe
panel,
me,
and
I
loved the
felt
convention.
dirty saying that.
Okay.
So as this argument about anime and dub is going on, you, Beatrice, you see the gym that you generally go to, you know, the CrossFit gym that you regularly visit and just dominate while you're there getting completely ripped. There's always that one guy who's always dropping the weights and grunting really loud, and you see him walking right at you, like flexing and making his pecs like jump up and down as he's walking towards you. And he's like, "Hey, Beatrice, hey,
Yes.
I didn't think you were so cultured to be finding you here at First Fridays."
And I just like smile and I'm like, I'm full of surprises. What's his name?
His name is Chad.
There are far too many Chads in this world.
I'm like,
That's
oh,
correct.
I'm very full of surprises, Chad. Would you like to walk around with me?
Are you asking me out on a date? That's pretty forward and very strong. I'm into strong women like that. Yes,
Oh,
I'll go on a date with you.
I'm strong in many ways, Chad.
Susie comes up and whispers, "The last Chad I met, I ripped his throat."
Shh. I'm like, sorry. It's my little sister. She's kind of crazy.
You don't
Susie,
look anything alike.
Stopped it.
well,
Anyway,
let's go,
as he
Chad.
looks at you, Susie. He's like, "Hi, Susie."
I do
think
lean
you
over
have a
to
growth in your chest. You should get that checked out.
No, I got to continue to work my pecs out, make them grow bigger. You know,
how skinny are his calves?
how skinny? This guy does not miss leg day. He is from top to bottom. He does arms and his core and his legs. He's got a very tight glutes.
So I grab Chad's like arm and I'm like, come, we should leave these. I think I know a more private place.
You can do better.
and I lean over to Susie and be like, we all saw a video as I lean over to Illyric and Roxanne and be like, where she Beatrice can crush watermelons with her thighs, so like she'll be just fine. It'll be okay.
What did the watermelon do?
It existed in her presence, and that's it.
So Beatrice, you're going to be taking Chad off on a little date?
Yeah.
All right. So as Beatrice takes Chad around the corner on a brief little date, you see a waitress coming out of Bloodhaven with wine glasses. And, would anybody like a sample? This is the newest blend that's come out. It has a hint of rose in it, as well as some caramel or caramel, depending on where you're from.
I'll have it. Rose is my favorite flavor.
She gives you a glass, Roxanne.
Okay.
What does it taste like? Good.
So,
Blood.
yeah, it definitely has a hint of blood in it.
Great.
As this gal turns and you see on the back of her arm is a rose tattoo.
Hmm.
There's
My cousin totally has that. That's weird. Whatever. How does it taste?
It's delicious. Here, do you want to say?
Like loudly, like soups, like just like like obnoxious.
Can I smell the blood in it?
Oh yeah, you're like.
I absolutely am like, can we get it in a pitcher?
And she's like, I'll be right back, and she hands you 2 glasses of wine, and she goes back into the bar.
All right, he's just like, sweet vampire Jesus, as he like chugs it and like, does it do anything to my hunger, or is it still the same? Not.
It's starting to satiate it, so you're like, oh, this is good. Okay. Alaric, across the street, just because I'm looking at your awareness, you would definitely see this as you're watching everybody. You see a guy get shoved out of a bar, and this young lady also gets pushed out of the bar, and the door shuts, and the guy looks at her and he's yelling at her.
I'm not thirsty for wine, and I'm going to see myself outside.
All right. So as Alaric, you're going across the street to go see what's going on in that situation. Beatrice is off with Chad someplace. We've got Jesus and Roxanne with Susie in the Bloodhaven Spirits kind of winery. As a nice pitcher comes up to you, Jesus, and there is also a what the gal says is it's a Bloody Mary. She sets it in front of you as well.
Yep, perfect. As he immediately consumes his drink with haste. Yeah.
All right. As you're drinking it, it's almost as if you can feel like the warmth go through your veins, and you get some heightened clarity in this moment, and you can hear like heartbeats in this bar, and you can smell different senses, different aromas. You can smell like Hugo, you can smell like all different perfumes and colognes, but it's like you can almost smell past it, and you are starting to sense every person in this room's like if they're we got kind of there's anger happening, and they're trying to subdue some anger, or they're anxious or excited, and across the room you can see a couple, and this guy, you can smell the pheromones coming off this woman and this guy as they're having a very intimate conversation. Alaric, you're crossing the street to this couple, and as you see this guy yelling at this woman, she grabs him by the shoulders and Krav Magas him straight up the A-frame, and he drops to his knees.
I stop for a moment and admire her work. And on that note, I would love to use the silence of death as well, if at all possible.
All right. So as you come in very quietly, silence of death is an obfuscate, if I'm not mistaken. Double check. Yes. All right. So you're coming in. She doesn't even perceive that you're there, nor does he.
I would like to continue observing the situation and see what she does, and if anything else is exchanged between the two of them.
She takes off her ring and she throws it at him, and she walks away. And she's just muttering something about, this is the last time, I'm never doing this again with you. You gaslight me. You're a horrible human being. I can't believe you tried to manipulate me off my weaknesses. And she just is walking away. She's done with this guy. And you get the sense this individual is he preys on people's weaknesses,
Mhm.
and he will manipulate, and he waits for those moments to then gaslight and bait. And you're just picking all this up as she's walking away because you're familiar with these types of people.
Mm-hmm.
He
And
begins to stand to his feet.
And I am going to silently slither on over there until I am right in front of him so that he would look up and just see me.
So, are you going to drop your obfuscate? When he
Yes.
looks up.
Yes.
All right. So as he's getting up, he starts looking, and in his mind, though you are there, he can't see you. And as he starts raising his head, it's like you're right in front of him. He sits back on his haunches, staring up at you, trying to like kind of work his way back.
Does it make you feel strong? Does it make you feel powerful to prey on those who are weaker than you? Does it make you feel like you are in control? Yes, I can sense it inside you. Your hate makes you powerful. I want it. And I am going to feed on him.
Do we
Can I
see
say
this
from
at
the
all?
bar? I'm
Yeah,
like
that's what
looking
I'm
out the window and I'm like, hey Zeus, hey, maybe you should go. I mean, it seems like Alaric's been quite greedy today. It seems like you're starving. Why don't you go help him out?
So, question.
Susie is watching out
This
the window.
guy's
kind
dead
of
neither
like,
way, clearly.
He has a 1 for awareness, so he like hearing Roxanne, he'll look out, and then does he how many people are around him? Does it fear breaking the masquerade if it goes like too far?
Yes, there is a high likelihood. Also, if I could have well, specifically, Roxanne, if you could give me an intelligence and technology, actually a wits and technology difficulty of 2.
Okay.
Remember, you can spend a willpower to re-roll 3 dice, or use a rouse to make it like.
Okay. I have a pretty good chance on this. 3 successes, and one of them has like a little star on either side. Does that mean it's a critical success? I don't know.
I think that's what
Yep,
it means.
I believe
Critical.
that's what that would mean. Yes. So, what you see is Alaric standing over this gentleman who's, almost frozen, but he's trying to crab crawl backwards on his butt, and you notice cameras at every intersection pointing.
We need to intervene, and so I'll get up and hurry across the street.
I'll follow and tell him, be like, shit, Susie, you should probably learn this technique. It's a good survival technique. Here, come with us really quick. And then
as you all exit the Bloodhaven spirits going to engage Alaric, we're going to take a break.
Yes. Perfect. So when we come back from break, we are going to pick our winner of the first Blood Hunt giveaway. Once again, Blood Hunt is a Vampire the Masquerade battle royale that's coming out. It's currently in alpha state. This is going to be an alpha code. So I believe it's going to be only good for like this weekend. I think a little bit into the week. I'm not sure how long the alpha is going to go, but it's really, really cool. We all, Ben and I play it, and it's like really, really fun and all that kind of stuff. So it should be cool.
I tried it a bit yesterday.
Yeah, it's like a lot of fun. So put in Vamp in chat if you'd like to be entered in. We will be back in about 10 minutes or so. Please follow the cast on their social media. Please tip if you feel like you're enjoying the show and have it available. And see you soon. Perfect. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to Phoenix by Night. The cameras are a little bit messed up, so I'm going to fix that really quickly. Shout out to Raynok, who actually won the giveaway, so I will send you in Discord the Blood Hunt Alpha code. So that's really, really awesome. What you're going to do now is enter the next giveaway, which is going to be for the Umbral Oculus D6, and that to enter that, you're going to put in Suzy, S-U-Z-Y, into chat. And then that'll get you entered for the next giveaway of the Umbral Oculus die, as Taryn is showing it. So it's pretty cool.
And I am throwing in an alt D4 because it's too pretty
That's right,
to not
yeah.
share.
You
So,
get
yeah.
2 die this session, exactly, or 2 dice rather.
Mhm.
And yeah, so to reset the room, once again, this is Phoenix by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade comedy mini-series. Tonight, our storyteller is Benjamin Watkins, aka Mountain Taker, who is an amazing, wonderful human being, and his story is incredible, and we're having a lot of fun. So really quickly, could you guys please reintroduce yourselves as content creators and a little bit about your characters, starting with, let's go with Taryn.
Hi, Taryn Hackett, TTRPG streamer, dice maker. Umbral Oculus Dice on Instagram at UO_dice. Susie is a fledgling vampire, a little bit stronger. Like, she's kind of a puppy. Like, she's a little bit stronger than she realizes, and she tends to get a little carried away. She's also incredibly socially awkward, though none of that is her strong suit. We do not have a bunch of dots there. But she really just wants to finish her cosplay, and she kind of just wants to be her still, but that's not going to be the case.
Perfect. And then going over to Lizzie.
All right, I'm Lizzie. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TheLizzieLD. I am an actress and a streamer and a software engineer in my free time. And you can find me on Casual Campbell's channel Sundays, not tomorrow, but Sundays this July, playing Volcania. You can see me on Initiative Order this Monday as a special guest on Vault. And I am playing Roxanne Moore, a bent true vampire who will sell you her essential oils, and she can help you start your own business, set your own hours, and be your own boss.
Another MLM? Oh my god. Okay, perfect. And then going over to Discount Bard.
Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, your local discount bard, low-key entertainment for today. I am a real-life jack of all trades, actor, performer, TTRPG player, soon-to-be DM in the works. We'll see when that happens. It'll be sometime in the near future. And also a content creator here on Twitch as well. You can find me on all the socials at Discount Bard. Today I am here as Alaric Brown, who is a Malkavian with a strange particular affinity for those who seem to be of a somewhat more hateful demeanor, and seems to have an insatiable thirst for those who happen to procure those particular qualities.
Perfect. And then our storyteller for this evening, Ben, could you please introduce yourself?
Benjamin Watkins, aka also known as Mountain Taker. You can find me in D'Angelo's Discord, as well as the Initiative Orders Discord and a number of other Discords, because I can't have enough of them. Feel honored to have each one of these individuals at the table tonight and be their storyteller. They are all amazing individuals, not only at the table, but in real life. Amazing hearts. They are super kind, super awesome, full of love. And it's been wonderful getting to know pretty much every one of them over the last year of my life. So honored and blessed to be here with you all.
Yeah. And then my name is D'Angelo Murillo, and this is my Twitch channel. I always want to think of Phoenix by Night as the miniseries. I'm always trying to create projects and events to like work with the homies, put money in the pockets of the homies, and like help everyone out, whether it be charity or what have you, to make this community a better place and more diverse and inclusive and everything like that. And yeah, I'm an amateur game designer. I am usually always a dungeon master, so this is a rare treat that I get to be a player in Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm so excited. My character for this evening is Jesus Gonzalez, who is a Tremere that is a like blood sorcerer that has a sweet pompadour and a zoot suit as well that is purple and has a yellow like tie and everything, and always tries to look cool but always ends up acting extremely awkward and all that kind of stuff. So this is really fun. We're gonna go back into our story right now, and lastly, go ahead and enter in SUZU Susie into chat to be entered to win for 2 of Umbral Oculus dice. And take it away, Ben.
Did Alexia get to mention herself?
You're right, Alexia, the love of my life, who I would never in a million years forget. Could you please introduce yourself?
I was waiting. I was just waiting for them. I was like, oh, he's gonna forget. It's gonna be great.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, like you said, I'm D'Angelo's fiance. You can only find me on Instagram right now, Alexia_the_thief. and I do tarot card readings in my free time, and that's pretty much what I do. I also support D'Angelo and his adventures. I am playing Beatrice Adams. I'm a gangrel vampire, so I'm like super strong, and I'm also a power lifter, as my like human thing. And I don't like people, and I don't like other vampires. So I don't know what you'd call that, antisocial but anti-vampire kind of thing.
Introvert.
Yeah.
Introvert. Yeah.
Introvert. So yeah, and I was bitten in the 80s. So I'm like, I love the 80s fashion, so I look very 80s most of the time. And yeah.
Well, welcome.
Perfect.
All right, so we're going to get back into it just to kind of recap where we left off on break. We've got Beatrice, who is out someplace with Chad. We've got Alaric, who has crossed the street and currently looming above a very narcissistic individual who is backpedaling as fast as they can on the sidewalk. And we've got Jesus and Roxanne and Susie in tail crossing the street. We just noticed that there are cameras pointing straight down as to the situation that's happening. We just lost Taryn.
Not important. She's the main actress.
She's,
It's whatever.
you know,
It's all good.
She's such a Madonna. All right.
She got a sudden inspiration for her cosplay, and it just needed to be worked on right now.
I know, right? Exactly. Yeah.
So we'll all hang out in the ether. Do we want to quick do the Susie poll, or do you want to do?
We'll give it a little bit more time.
Okay.
That way more people can enter. So make sure to enter in Susie in the chat, SUZY for 2 Umbral Oculus dice, which are really, really cool. And yeah, it should be pretty awesome. And then perfect. Okay, so let me go ahead and swap everyone around really quickly. Ben, you can go whenever you feel comfortable doing so.
Good. All right. So as Beatrice is hanging out with Chad, you three, Alaric, looming over, you are coming across the street, and what's the first thing you're going to do? I'm going to start with Roxanne, since you noticed it.
Okay, so Alaric is standing over the man. The man is crawling backwards. I am going to just get directly in Alaric's line of vision between him and the man. Be like, "The masquerade, darling."
Perhaps you may be correct.
And I'll lean over to Susie and be like, just follow my lead. Vampire LARPers, as we're like just kind of like walking around and be like, nothing to see here, as we're just kind of like, yeah, taking my coat and flapping it.
Blah blah blah.
So you guys are all
We do not say blah blah blah.
You just did.
Alaric, we know you are the best vampire role player that ever was. But let's not terrorize the other uninvolved citizens. They didn't ask to be involved. And she sort of like gives a glance over her shoulder to the guy. Why are you still here?
You see the guy on the pavement pick himself up, and he kind of runs forward, grabs the ring that is right between Alaric's feet. Picks it up.
Susie steps on it.
You step on the ring?
Yeah.
Okay. So you step on the ring. I need you to make a dexterity and athletics roll.
Okay.
Difficulty of 2.
4 successes.
All right. You stepped on it, you see this gentleman come up, and he's going straight to uppercut you right in your mouth.
I take both hands, fist together, and haymaker him across the head.
All right, give me what was your success here? For
was
a
four
strength,
su-
I want a strength and brawl.
Okay.
I'll also do
Uh,
something after her. Yeah.
4 successes. One of
All right.
those is a critical on my hunger die. But I'm just being like, excuse me, I did not give you permission to touch me. Whack. I'm saying that out loud so that it sounds, yeah.
All right. So as he's coming up, you lean back and just he whoofs right in front of you. You double, palm strike him right to the head, and you hear a crack as he falls down to the ground, limp.
Well, that was easier than I was going to do. All right. Well,
Susie's also a
Dead
Brahma,
limp?
so she's
I'm gonna.
she gets angry the slightest provocation, and she's a Bruja, so she's gonna punch him in the face.
did he like
Yeah.
lift off the ground and like?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's almost laying like halfway in the street right now. You can see his eyes are still open, blinking, but he is not moving from the neck down.
Okay. He's not.
I pick him up,
Wow.
but I grab him by his underwear and pull him by his underwear up and onto the sidewalk. That will teach you to cross people's boundaries. Okay, thank you. We should really get out of here.
You think?
All right. So just to give a shout out to the $90 donation, that is to help or hurt the homies. In this moment, just before Susie double backhanded this individual right in the head, breaking his neck. All the street lights go out, and it is completely dark. And you are only in the moonlight as a temporary blackout hits Phoenix, Arizona.
I need to roll a compulsion, or by roll, I've got an Umbraloculus D2, and I'm going to see what Susie does with her Bruja nature, and having started fist fighting somebody. So we're gonna Susie's gonna go over and grab him by his hair.
What are you gonna do, Susie?
That is actually her full name. She's going to grab him by his hair and very rapidly dash into an alleyway and like ragdoll him into a dumpster and just close it and walk off.
Is it dark enough to the point where mortals can't quite see us, or is there still illumination?
It's not a full moon out right now. You're able to maneuver quite easily with your senses, but everybody, I mean, their eyes are still adjusting. I mean, everything was bright lit down there, and it's out.
Yeah.
And I will say, I'm using like my celerity to like just do it like real quick,
like blink.
Yeah, go and come back, and then just coming back and just cleaned up. And she's like kind of like weirdly like semi bulked up for a second and like just angry looking out of nowhere. Honestly, it's probably like the first time she's even remotely looked or acted Bruja. As she just kind of
I definitely follow over and feed on the helpless, paralyzed.
2 little feet kicking out of the dumpster as he's feeding.
Not even his neck was broken, so he's like probably suffocating.
Yeah, but I mean, I put him in the dumpster.
There you go.
I mean, your feet. I just picture you.
Oh,
like,
yeah. There you go.
Your feet is good. All right.
Some wingtip shoes, yeah.
So as Jesus is feeding on the paralyzed man in the dumpster, we've got Susie back with Alaric and Roxanne. Beatrice, what are you doing with Chad?
I'm eating him, of course.
All right. So you two see Beatrice crossing the street, kind of wiping her mouth.
Like, hey guys, I feel so much better.
I cleaned up the streets. Now we don't have a broken.
Like you swept them?
Masquerade?
Oh.
Alaric is staring in the direction that Susie took the body and is just hyperfixated in that exact direction to the exact location.
Roxanne puts some lemon oil under your nose. Smell this.
You're like,
All right.
Thanks.
I need everybody to give me a wits and awareness difficulty of 3.
That's good though, because that's like my thing. Apparently.
Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Same.
Okay. I'm not sure how to read this, Ben. I've got 2 critical successes, 3 regular successes, and then a bestial failure on my hunger die.
Okay. So you're gonna get 1 more hunger. Okay, so you rock this.
But
Alaric,
7
you
successes.
rocked it. Yep. Jesus, what'd you get?
Just confirm. Do I go back to only 1 hunger?
Yes, you were. Did you completely drain him?
No, I did not kill him. I just left
Okay,
him.
so
Yeah.
you're down to 1. Yep.
Okay, good.
God.
I got an 8 on my hunger die. All right, so I have 4 successes.
All right. Roxanne.
I got 3 successes.
Okay. And Beatrice.
1 success.
1. Okay. Well. All right. So Beatrice, she is content and feeling very good. The other 4 of you, what you notice are almost up armored SWAT vehicles coming into the area as individuals are starting to pile out of them in armor, and you see laser sights pointed out.
It's the cops.
Towards.
They're just starting to kind of scan.
I think we need to leave immediately.
The enemies, they move in. Time to move.
Let's go to that go to the studio, the yoga place, really quickly. Come on.
Yes, the butterfly's wings, the source of the chaos.
Pew, 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 pew.
So you guys, you start running towards the yoga studio. As you're running towards the yoga studio, Susie, where are you positioned? Are you out front running towards it? Are you behind?
I feel like she's probably kind of in front because she's kind of leading the way.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as you are running to the yoga
Okay.
studio, I need you to make a dexterity and survival.
What is the difficulty? How many
Be 3.
successes? Okay. That's. I'm gonna re-roll.
How you doing,
Okay.
Susie?
Yeah, that's a failure.
Oh.
What was that one more time?
Failure. Yeah, I failed.
Okay.
I failed good.
As you all see Susie, she is like taken off in front of you. She's got that kind of that celerity, like next level, like almost like the Flash running in front. And what you see is this large black shadow fly out from an alley and just slam her up against a wall as it then goes straight up the building.
With her, or just she's against the wall and it.
It slams her against like later into it, and she is now prone on the ground. Susie, you are going to take 2 points of damage, health damage.
Is it superficial or aggravated?
It's aggravated.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's real bad.
Well, R.I.P. Susie.
Yeah.
Susie, you feel as if something almost like when it hit you, it felt almost like your soul left your body and snapped back into it.
Mother.
I'm definitely gonna do. I'm definitely gonna do corrosive vitae, where I'm going to take my knife out and sort of cut my hand a little bit, and I think I have to roll for it. 1 or more rouse check. No additional roll is required. Okay, yeah. So just a rouse check, which is a 2. Great. All right. So essentially, my blood becomes like acidic and very harmful. And I have it like kind of pulling on my sort of like hand right now, ready to like throw it in the direction of wherever this beast is sort of going, or any sort of harm that might approach us at this time. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So, give me kind of, in a sense, your stacking order. We know Susie's in front. I was Jesus. Would you gonna be right behind her then, since you're taking that action? And then where Alaric, Beatrice, and Roxanne, where are you gonna kind of be as
I'm gonna
you are
be
following?
in the very, very back, just like picking up my teeth.
Okay.
Still eating.
When I saw Susie go down, I would probably have run after her.
Okay.
I think I
So
was
you were
in step behind Susie.
okay. So, you all circle around Susie as she's laying prone on the ground. Not even more than a block away from you, you see these SWAT teams, lasers out, and they are starting to sweep the roads. And you do see other kindred, like some are like literally climbing walls to get up into the rooftops. You see some dropping down on the sewers.
Yeah, I grab Susie and I like try to jump up to get up top.
To get up top?
Yeah.
What about the yoga place?
Magnificent Studio, that chick with the butterflies.
All right. So Beatrice, as you grab
here.
Susie, and you got her one arm and you're climbing up the wall of this building. Give me a wits and an awareness check.
Oh, damn it. Difficulty?
Difficulty is going to be a 3.
Oh, 5 successes, and then they have the stars.
All right, awesome. As you come flying up, you see this demon-like creature standing right in front of you, and it's about ready to throttle you. Like when you came up, it's right there. And it's starting to begin almost to take form.
Rapid reflexes.
All right, so dexterity and celerity.
I'm sorry?
Yep, so go ahead and roll for your dexterity and celerity with rapid reflexes. And then we'll give you a difficulty of 2.
Okay. Sorry, just trying to find my celerity.
Yep, you have 1 dot.
So your celerity is going to be down in your disciplines, so it's going to be down to the vampire ability sort of thing. So you should have dots in celerity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1 dot.
Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Difficulties.
Give me 2.
Okay. 1 success.
All right. So as you pop up, you see it, and it hits you right square in the face. Go ahead and you're going to take 1 aggravated damage as you fall back off of the roof. You below Jesus, Alaric, and Roxanne, you saw Beatrice run up the side of this wall, this building, carrying Susie, and now you see her literally flying out in towards the street, about ready to impact the street. What are you guys gonna do?
Yoga studio.
I definitely can't catch her. Just absolutely no way.
Can I use my blink ability to try to? No, okay.
In seeing Beatrice be a damsel in distress, Jesus will go and try to use his 1 strength to catch her.
So Beatrice and Susie are both falling right now?
Yeah, they're both falling down, yeah.
While Jesus is doing that, I would like to use my premonition to figure out where Susie is going to fall.
All right. So, yep, you a moment just give a quick idea that Susie is going to, in mid-flight, Beatrice is going to let go of her. Beatrice is going to land on a vehicle, which will break her fall, which won't be a problem. But Susie is going to fall in the middle of the street. And you know exactly where. I mean, you could literally put yourself there if you've got celerity.
I don't have celerity, so I'm not sure I'm going to get there in time, but I'm still going to try to get to that spot regardless.
All right. So go ahead and give me a dexterity and athletics. Difficulty 4.
Okay. When I do a rouse, what does that do? Does it give me an extra die for dexterity?
Yep. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's basically you're choosing to engage and burn the blood that's in your system to do something more.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a rouse check to bolster my dexterity, because stat wise, physically, I'm a giant nerd and I'm not good at that stuff. So let me do the rouse check. Got a 2, failed. I'm at 3 hunger. Okay, not liking this. All right.
Didn't you eat though?
Yeah, you fed. You were down to 1, so now you're 2 again.
Yep, and then did 2 rouse checks, failed both of them.
Oh. All right. So you were definitely hungry. But both Alaric and Jesus, you run to the same point as Susie crashes into both of you. You do catch her and break her fall, and you are all 3 knocked prone.
Okay.
Beatrice, you land on a very bubbly Volkswagen Beetle. They had little flowers in the front around the headlights, and the back end pops open. You see the little tiny engine behind it. It was a vintage Volkswagen Beetle. Yes.
I got 5 successes on the dexterity athletics, and then 1 crit on my hunger die, making it like a messy critical to catch Beatrice.
Okay, so as you do catch her, you've broken her fall, and you're able to almost, as you two fall down, you're able to kind of hoist her up so she's standing straight up, like, and Susie, like, it's almost like you were caught by angels and kind of just gently set to your feet as your 2 friends behind you are laying out behind, like laying down. No one has any damage except for Beatrice took 1 when she got punched in the face.
I jump up and I start screaming like, "We have to get out of here! The SWAT's here!
Go to the studio. I don't
The
want to go
studio's
alone again.
The studio's gonna protect us? You really think the studio's gonna protect us?
I mean, I don't know. There were the butterflies, and there's the thing on the thing and the pendant, and the other thing was trying to eat me, and I don't want to die. And she's.
But we can't stay here, especially while you're shouting very suspiciously.
She is also just grabbing, like, she's grabbing Alaric, and then like she's just kind of reaching over and just grabbing like Jesus and just trying to run, like, come on.
Okay, I'll flail and flop into Beatrice's arms and be like, "Carry me," as I do premonition to try to see 5 minutes into the future.
Carry him like a baby.
Yep.
And
so,
I start walking.
As you peer into the future, Jesus, you see nothing.
Oh, I don't see anything. Okay. Do I still have to do a rouse check?
No. For this,
thank you. Okay.
I'm gonna agree with you. You see nothing.
Okay. Like, yeah, in her arms, I'll be like, "I see nothing," and then it's like, it's like.
So as he screams, "I see nothing," you set him down, and you start hearing gun pops. Pop, 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 pop. Alaric, you feel one of the rounds literally brush right past you as your hair kind of flips up. Roxanne, you feel a round go into your thigh.
Ooh.
Beatrice, you feel one go into your shoulder. And Susie, you feel one, like you feel the shrapnel of some brick get shot off the building sitting next to you as a round hits that.
Now remember, if anyone has rapid reflexes, you can activate it to try to avoid the bullets.
Oh, yeah, I have
assuming
rapid
that's how
reflex.
I'm assuming that's how it missed me, was me rapid reflexing. But yeah, I'm holding on to my people, running as fast as I can, hauling them to the yoga place because I have demons and people shooting at me, even though I've only been a baby vampire for a week.
I'm gonna throw my corrosive vitae and be like, "Caw!" as Beatrice is holding me, and yeah. Do you need me to read what it does or at all or anything, or it's pretty much like acid? That's essentially what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you spray the acid. A couple of the soldiers that are coming after you, they get hit and they're reeling back as you can see it melting through their armor. Beatrice, the reason why you got hit was because you were carrying Jesus, and so not really able to engage. So you all are taking off running towards the yoga studio.
Can I run with a bullet in my thigh?
You can. You can still run. It is superficial damage. It's not aggro because it's not dipped anything. But you also being a thin blood, it's going to take you a little bit longer to heal than somebody that would be full of kindred.
I'm just saying, we need a lot of lemon oil for this one. This isn't good. Yeah, and she's just like muttering, rambling, like nerd anime style. Just like random shit is just coming out of her mouth as she's like freaking and panicking.
But not with your arms flapping behind you.
I know.
No, not particularly. Just like kind of, because she's at this point now grabbing Roxanne by whatever sleeve, and then Alaric she's not let go of yet, and is still just trying to go as quickly. And I'm hoping we make it to the yoga studio now.
So as you're running to the yoga studio, I need you to make a dexterity and athletics check, difficulty 4.
Okay.
If you're carrying
Thank
Alaric.
God.
What, I think she's dragging us behind.
It's kind of dragging.
It sounds like we're like
like she's like grabbed our hands and it's like, come on, and we're like, okay.
You got a 4. Okay. So as you are running, you kind of stop and you look behind just to see where everybody is. And as you turn around, you see this massive 8-foot demon standing right in front of you, glaring straight into your eyes.
Screams. What do you want? I don't understand. And is
keep your wits about you.
How close?
Even though the enemies surround, do not succumb to the nightmares.
How close are we to the studio?
It's standing between you and the studio.
I drop Jesus and I'm like, fuck this, and I just like furl weapons and try to like slash it.
Susie will also yell, "The pendant!" at Alaric. And yeah. And then she's screaming.
She's screaming. All right. So Beatrice, what are you gonna throw at the demon? I know you've got a baseball bat.
Oh no, it's furl weapons. It's like really long nails, and I just
so you're coming at it and lunging at it.
Yeah.
All right. So you jump and you lunge at it. Give me a strength and podium roll. So you've got strength is 4 plus 2 more dice, so 6. Difficulty 2.
Yeah, she does have to do a rouse check as well.
Rouse check, yes.
Oh, how do you do a rouse check?
Rouse check's just a D10, a straight D10. 6 higher, you succeed. If you get lower than that, then you get a hunger.
Okay. For the rouse, I have 2 successes, and then for the rouse, I got an 8.
There you go. You're not hungry. All right. So as you lunge forward and just like right above Susie's head, like you slash over her, Susie, you feel like that of a this slash coming up over your head as you hit this thing. You slash it. You see 4 slash marks. You see red glow inside of it, and then you see basically this blackness cover the slash marks, almost like it instantaneously healed right in front of you as you hit it.
I'm like, fuck. Jesus, do something about this.
Roxanne, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
I would like to either I want to convince the soldiers with guns to start shooting at that thing.
Okay.
So I'm looking at mesmerize right now to see if slash compel to see if I think okay that's eye contact as long as they have the subject's gaze. Okay, so
yeah, give me
neither of those things. So then I think I just need to straight manipulate the situation.
Yeah. So go ahead and give me a manipulation and dominate, and that'll be a difficulty of 3. These are hardened soldiers.
Yeah. Okay. Dominate.
Yeah, dominate is going to be your discipline. You got 2 dots in it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Great.
And then you got the 4 manipulation.
I'm gonna willpower reroll that.
Okay.
But I did get a bestial failure. Okay, 3 successes and a bestial failure, I guess.
All right. So you go ahead and
so I think I mean yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I think I want to like play on their like look at that. That is the monster. Attack that. Just sort of like going up to whoever is nearby.
So you're pointing at this thing, it's that, and they don't even believe you. And you get red dots. You look like a Christmas tree with all the red dots on you.
After screaming momentarily, I would like to use my fleetness and I would like to quickly bolt between the demon's legs through the door.
All right. So with this, you have chose to use your blink for this scene, because this is still the same scene as what we were in. For celerity,
not blink, fleetness.
Or does that there you'd use blink.
Yes.
But we'll let it go. All right. So we'll drop down. So in Vampire the Masquerade, when you choose to use a discipline, you are dedicating when you call out a certain thing. So like corrosive vitae. So when Jesus chose to use that blood sorcery, that's what he's using for this scene. He's using that discipline in that portion. So
I will gladly use blink. In which case I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that would have been traversal because the way that I used it before was to run up. Basically, I'm just trying to zoom. That's all. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to zoom.
Yep. So you go ahead and kind of be like, look, and use your celerity to crawl, just basically zip right around this demon. As you see, when it was looking this direction, it almost implodes and like changes its face to look towards your direction, and everything kind of just shifts your way, and it starts to come towards you. Alaric, what are you doing?
Do I make it inside the studio? Is my big question. As I'm like just trying to get
to come right back to that.
Dang it! Ow!
Alaric. She has to be able to finish, lest you all find the forever sleep we should follow. And I'm going to attempt to follow the same way, probably with not the same grace.
All right. So as a lyric is coming around, I need you to give me a dexterity and athletics check, difficulty 4.
2 successes.
All right. You try to get around this demon as it just basically makes a knife hand and comes right at you. And you are going to take 2 aggravated damage right to the throat as it tried to cleave your head right off.
Question. So I missed a little bit of the conversation that you and like Taryn had about the scene and the disciplines and all that kind of stuff. So if we choose one ability, that's what we use the entire scene. Is that correct? Or can we like activate another ability?
You can act it. So per scene, you choose the discipline that you're going to be operating in. So you chose blood sorcery, so you're going to be sticking in that discipline. So
I see.
She chose celerity. She'll be fitting in that discipline. So yes, blink and fleetness, because that's what you're using. You're sticking in that category.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go ahead and do. Go for it.
Yeah. So I'm going to jump over now to Beatrice. What are you doing?
I'm like panicking because I can't just use my brute force to kill this demon. So I'm like, I'm just like, what do I do?
All right. So Beatrice, she's kind of almost stunned right now in the moment. Jesus, what are you doing?
So I'm of 2 minds, but I think the one I'm gonna go with right now is Scorpion's Touch. It is gonna require a rouse check. Essentially, I can turn, my blood into a paralysis sort of thing. I don't know if it works on demons, but if it works on vampires, maybe it'll have some effect. So I'm gonna do that rouse check. Oh, I got a 9. Okay, good. Woof. Thank you. And I need to do a strength and blood sorcery versus their stamina and occult or fortitude, apparently. So strength is a mighty 1 and blood sorcery is a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. All right. I got 4 successes, and then on my hunger die, I got 2 successes and 1 failure.
All right, okay, so you're hitting this thing with Scorpion's Touch.
Correct. I have my blade out, and I like stab myself a little bit to coat it in my blood, which is now can cause paralysis. And I go to like stab the demon in hopes that it can paralyze it enough that way my party members can like move past it.
So you reach forward and you go to stab it, and what you hear is this kind of blood curdling scream coming from basically like an alleyway to your left, and you see it. The demon doesn't even really pay you much of attention. It's just standing there right now.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Going over to Roxanne. You are lit up like a Christmas tree right now.
It's very rude, really. I mean, okay, so I assume this increases my hunger from the failure, and does this cause damage, or is it just like...
No, you just have lasers pointed like there. Every gun is pointed.
Okay, they haven't shot me yet. They're all just honed in on me. Okay.
Yes.
So I have their attention. Got it.
Yes, very much
okay,
so.
I thought they all just started shooting me. That I was gonna be like,
nope, not yet.
Just so rude. Okay, I want to like try and like really play up that like I'm a helpless girl, terrified person thing as much as possible. Be like, I don't happened? What are you doing? Why are you putting your guns in me? I haven't done anything wrong. I just sell essential oils, but there's a giant scary monster.
So as you're playing it up, you hear over a loudspeaker, "It's a blank body," and you hear every gun go off as you feel rounds ripping through you.
Rip. Cool. I don't have any cool, fancy, physical anything, so
So you are out. You are laid out on the ground right now, pretty much done,
cool.
unless somebody comes to help you.
So what did I wait? What? Just one more. What was it they shouted over the speakers?
Blank body.
It's a blank body.
Mm,
So they know that you are kindred.
got it.
Can I use my rapid reflexes to move her out of the way?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'm gonna try.
So
to
you're
do
gonna. All right. So you're gonna run in. So give me a dexterity and celerity, difficulty 2.
that. Okay.
We're not giving off heat signatures or something. Is that what's happening?
5 successes.
Oh, not a problem.
Yeah.
You are able to run into the middle of the street, grab Roxanne, and start running back towards Susie as she's about, just about heading into the yoga studio.
So I'm not torn apart, or am I torn apart?
You're pretty torn apart. I mean, you're not. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
basically,
okay.
you feel everything coming out of you, and you need to either feed or somebody needs to take care of you now. Which Beatrice has come to hopefully help you.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it.
All right. So as you guys are running, I need Jesus. Give me a wits and awareness check.
Okay. Awareness is 1 and hunger is 3. Okay. Oh, good. All right. We're good. We're good. That's 3 successes, and then for the hunger, that's a 6. That's a 6, and that's a 2.
Right.
So 1 failure on hunger, and then 3 successes out of 4 on the check.
Okay. So as you see, more you hear this. You hear what sounds like the racking of crossbows. So somebody's
great.
loading. Click.
I'm gonna run immediately to cover, ideally in the yoga studio. Hopefully not provoking an opportunity attack from the demon.
All right. You're far enough because it's facing and zoned in on Susie. So you start taking off. Alaric, you've recovered from getting pretty much slammed right in the throat. You do stumble around the demon. What are you doing next?
Is the demon still fixated on me?
It is locked eyes on Susie.
Great.
Oh.
Since it's no longer paying attention to me, I'm going to move on forward towards the studio.
All right. So you all are moving towards the studio, and Beatrice is dragging Roxanne with her. As you approach the studio, it is all the t-shirts have been put away. It's completely open, and the gal that you had met in the yoga studio, she looks in terror as she runs out the back door and shuts it.
Oh damn! I was gonna kill her.
I blink after her. I come up right behind her and like I book it so fast. Basically, it's that instantaneous of just like, oh hell no, like full vampy mode, come up behind her and like catch her by the back of her skull,
Mm-hmm.
and just grip down and pull her back like right here.
All right.
Oh no, you're gonna give me a hand here. I have no fucking clue what's going on, but you sure did. And I'm just like, I mean,
Eh,
just gripping like the back of her, like just holding on with my Bruja strength and anger. Like, yeah.
all right. So she's looking at you terrified, and you know that you are breaking the masquerade right now.
Oh yeah. But nobody else is taking it.
Correct. Alaric,
It's a
you
flaw
get
I
in the
have
yoga
too.
studio. What was that?
It's a flaw that I also possess.
So, Alaric, you go in the studio, not a problem. Beatrice, you push past Jesus, as he cannot enter this room. He can't come in.
Oh
Oh,
no! It's okay.
also, I have that flaw as well. I don't know what that
Oh,
happens if I'm being carried by someone else.
Can I say
I
like you're invited in?
I drag her back, but I'm like, as I'm catching, I am backing back into the studio. Um,
okay.
if I see them at the door, I will just yell at her, tell them to come in.
You, you're so fixated on her, you don't know what's going on in the
Okay.
entrance.
Well, I mean, I'm like
So,
trying to back into where the butterflies are. Is my thought is like grab her and then coming back
yep,
into the building because
you're trying to
demon.
bring her back into the yoga studio.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's going to happen to Jesus and to Roxanne is, because of this flaw, they're going to start taking aggravated damage for every moment they're in the studio without permission to be there.
Do I see Susie coming in with the store's owner?
You see her, like, Susie is half out the back door trying to pull her in.
It's rude to leave a party early. The guests need invitations. They must be welcomed.
So, like, Alaric, you're going to go in and help out Susie.
Yes,
All right.
saying exactly that to the one currently in Susie's grasp.
May
Susie's
I
grasp.
take her by her stretchy yoga pants and the back of her skull and kind of just like caber toss her backwards into like, not like super far, but just back into the building, like kind of to Alaric a little bit. Using, I mean, I will gladly use strength and brawl if I need to roll for it. Just getting a little this is, like I said, this is the Bruja and her coming out. Like the geekiness suddenly kind of sloughs off as she's just like hyper aggressive for no reason.
Sounds good. All right, so you whip the instructor back into the room, and as Beatrice, you're trying to enter into the yoga studio. As you're coming in, Roxanne pops your hand off, and she just lays in front as she tells you, "I can't go in there unless I'm invited."
So I think Jesus at this point, because it's like an invisible barrier, right? That we just
Yes,
cannot penetrate. Yeah.
you
Okay.
you can't.
So
Yep.
as I assume that Beatrice tries to carry in like Roxanne, but just cannot do it.
Mhm.
So now that like shots are being fired and Second Inquisition's here and all that kind of stuff, are there any humans that are in the immediate vicinity?
Nope. No, it's everybody they've
Dang.
scattered.
All right, perfect. Then I will take over like carrying Roxanne to try to like pull her away and like try to get her away from this demon as fast as possible.
Sure
Since
thing.
yeah.
Yep. So as you start walking away, he says, "I need you to give me a dexterity and athletics."
Oh yes, dexterity.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh.
Dexterity and athletics, difficulty of 3.
All right, I'm gonna use a rouse check for dexterity and passed it, so that's good. So get one more die for that. So 3. Okay, so 4 total. Okay, that's good. Okay, I got 3 successes, and then for hunger, I got 2 successes out of 3.
All right. So as you pick up Roxanne to help get her out of the way, you hear this like as Roxanne gets hit right in the chest with a stake.
Oy. Does it
I
seem like
didn't take that flaw.
Okay, that's good. Oh my
Or
god.
torpor.
I'm like, just shake it off. Just shake it off. It's fine.
But I guess I'm tough. I mean, if I wasn't in torpor before, now
You're in torpor now.
I will slightly use her as like a body shield because if I get staked, it's over. So I'm gonna
Right.
carry her.
All right, Beatrice, you're standing outside the yoga studio, and you see that this demon now is like moving right at you.
I'm gonna go in the yoga studio and make. I feel like you have that weird silver butterfly thing. We need to use it for somehow, right?
I'm going to look down at the silver medallion in my hand, look up at the demon thing in front of us, and run straight towards it, hand out extended outwards with the silver.
So you run at this demon with this this amulet, the silver butterfly amulet hanging on your hand. As you come towards it, it shifts away, like it averts and gets out of the way of it as you come at it. And as it comes, it averts you. It averts you. It's now coming right at Susie.
If it avoids me, I about face and charge at it again.
All right.
I would as I see it, I obviously see it start to charge back at me. I hold the yoga person up and be like, you better freaking help me with this or you're going first. Like, again, her head up, like I don't know if it's her. I think it's her. I don't know. I don't want to die. That's how I feel about it right now. So I'm just like holding her up of, you're gonna help me right now.
The guests need their invitations.
So as you hold this gal up, you see this demon, and it's almost like Spider-Man Venom. You see its mouth open up and just cleave this mortal in half.
Blood. Wait, so if no one lives here anymore, then there's no reason for an invitation.
I will then use my blinkingness, and I will, as soon as like it's chomping down, I let go and I blink, and I am right behind Alaric, like hands on shoulders with with the silver amulet, and like a cartoon style. Suddenly, she's just like, pew!
So you're hanging out right behind Alaric as this thing lunges right at you, and as it lunges at you, you see its face peel back, and you see a reflection of yourself. It looks just like you.
Don't like that. I feel attacked.
Literally. Yeah.
Literally. And it whispers at your face, I will consume you. And the whole world around you begins to melt. You see Alaric almost turning to dust and falling to the ground. You see Beatrice almost as ashes are pulling away from her as you are sitting in front of Elizabeth, reading you a tarot card. It is the Two of Pentacles. Not reversed, though. You see the Ten of Cups upright and not reversed as well. And she's like, oh my goodness, what a wonderful reading. Susie, it looks like you're going to have inner happiness and your dreams are going to come true. Which means that this death card is really a new birth, something new and an end of an old cycle. And the Two of Pentacles is you're going to learn how to adapt to this change that is happening in your life right now. And you're going to be able to let go of the past. You're in the same yoga studio. Alaric is not there. Jesus is not there. Beatrice is not there. What do you do?
I may or may not be there.
I poke her face to see if she's real.
She's like, oh. What you notice though is her eyes go from this gold shimmer to blue.
But
Now I believe you wanted a Garfield shirt and you were a size small.
Yeah.
As she goes out and she gets it, she gives it to you. As you hear the chimes of the door go off, as Elizabeth, oh, please, come in. As you see Roxanne enter the yoga studio.
Hey.
Do I know you? Hey, Elizabeth.
Hi.
Is this a new customer?
Yes, she came in and I just felt really led to give her a reading, and it was wonderful. I feel so good about this reading. It was empowering.
That's so wonderful. So you're ready for your next investment in oils, am I right?
Oh, absolutely. More lemon.
Oh, wonderful. Here, and Roxanne pulls out the briefcase that she has with her and starts opening it. Not paying at all attention to Susie's clearly crestfallen face.
As Elizabeth grabs some of the essential oils, and she has a whole like display on her yoga wall of all the essential oils and what they mean and what they do.
Are you interested in essential oils? Oh, you should take my card. I'm Roxanne Moore. There's more to life.
Yep. Smell like bergamot, don't you? As Susie's just like walking out of the store, like yeah, so she's just kind of like looking around and like looking back at her Garfield shirt and the card and just kind of back and like bewildered, walking out the door, looking around.
So as you go out, you do see Dad Bod's brewery, mobile brewery on wheels. You see the Bloodhaven Spirits bar across the street as well. You see a gentleman in a sweet pompadour, a zoot suit, nice chain going down. He's got a toothpick in his mouth. Across the street, you see this bodybuilder of a woman walking down, kind of just looking over her shoulder. And
see the guy in the purple suit casually look back.
Do we remember any of this, or is it all just like all in Susie's?
This was everything that just happened was a dream. Now, to kind of very inception, each one of you were a part of her dream because in past she has seen you, and each one of you represented a part of her subconscious in the dream. So each person here was teaching you something different, Susie. To be strong, to fight for what you believe in, to believe in yourself, that you are valuable, you are worth it, that you can overcome. And that's who you shouldn't always take what people tell you as truth, but seek deeper into it to know your truth in the situation. All these individuals
Join an MML.
exist.
You will be destroyed very literally and almost die. Don't do it.
So,
Making me have feelings.
so that is our story for tonight. It is we called it the Ten of Cups. I want to give a huge shout out to Alexia the Thief, as she is the one that helped me create this story in what we wanted to do to bring it to life. So if you're ever looking for a reading, she's one to talk to. And in it, each one of you are still very alive or undead as you are walking the streets. You would notice Alaric in an alleyway feeding on a person with a Superman shirt on.
In Susie's mind, she will be taking note because she does want to be friends with this Alaric guy.
So I want to thank you all for joining us tonight for this fun story. My hope in doing this one was to highlight the inner beast. So the demon that you are seeing is the beast that Stacy, why can't I say Susie? Yeah, is constantly always having to war against that beast inside as a kindred. And so that's what that represented. It could not be killed because it is always and will always be a part of her. The question is will she give into it and become what it is, or will she continue to fight against it? Thus, the eternal struggle of the kindred. Thank you, everybody, for your donations tonight. Thank you, players, for being absolutely amazing. It was such a pleasure. And Alexia, you need to be on a table. You are an absolute blast. You are so much fun. So yeah, thank you. Right back to you, D'Angelo.
Yeah. So thank you again, Ben, for the amazing story. It was like super fun. This was episode 3 of Phoenix by Night. Next Saturday and the following Saturday are our 2 final episodes. They're gonna get pretty spicy as there's a lot of awesome cool things. So yes, we do have our dice winners. So the Mighty Centimere is gonna win the dice, and then Raynok won a Blood Hunt Alpha code, and then Sasha also won the Blood Hunt Alpha code. So I'll make sure to DM everyone with their codes, and then we'll go ahead and get the information for Zen, our wonderful mod's address, so we can get the dice over to him, and it should be really cool. So one more time, let's go around the room and tell everyone where they can find you and all that kind of stuff. So starting off with Taryn.
Taryn Hackett, aka Velrook, and going on an emotional journey tonight because it's not relevant. I am a TTRPG streamer, general creative human, cat lover, all that jazz. I am also working on a TTRPG game, but that is for later things because I got a lot going on right now, including dice making. Umbral Oculus Dice is my baby, and if you want to follow specifically my dice ventures, because I do have a Ko-fi and other thing linked in the Instagram page, it's UO_dice. Follow me there for that. Every Monday, I am on the initiative order as Miss Peggy Sue James. She's a bounty hunter for now. And that is our Fallout TTRPG vault. Again, next Sunday we will be playing Forge of Fate, a steampunk TTRPG, and I play a cat mutant. So what's better than that? Nothing. What else is there? Oh my gosh, there's so much. Again, starting in August, I've got 2 projects coming around. One of them's D&D. The other one is my spoopy baby that will be coming to fruition finally, and I want to scare the pants off of people and have fun telling a good story. I hope I'm not forgetting anything. I might be. I don't know. But yeah, that's me.
Sounds like a good reason you should follow her on her social media to keep up with all of the things she's up to. Same with everyone.
Just do that. At Valrook on Instagram, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot that one, but it's on there. Do the thing.
Perfect. And then going over to Discount Bard.
Hi everyone, Eddie, your local Discount Bard. You can find me on all the various social medias at Discount Bard, also here on Twitch as well, where I do variety content, usually Sea of Thieves, but slowly but surely working my way towards the Sea of Thieves RPG that I'm looking forward to DMing. TBD on the date for that. I'm also a tabletop RPG player who plays in various games on all sorts of channels like this one. I'm also with Casual Campbell for Volcania Forge of Fate on Sundays as well. And I also have one more episode for Gilded Light happening next Wednesday, which is an all bard game where I am playing Izzy Leatherlung, the heavy metal loving bard warlock. So lots of fun stuff there, and of course, more tabletop ventures in the future as well. Follow me on social media for more information on my stream schedule and also for other various projects that I might be working on.
Yeah. And then going over to Lizzie.
Hey, I'm Lizzie Donahue. You can find me at the Lizzie LD on Instagram and Twitter. I am going to be also on Casual Campbell's channel Sundays for the rest of July, but not tomorrow. For Forge of Fate Volcania, I will be guesting on Vault on Monday. I also remembered that I'll be doing a game for Jasper's Game Day on the Initiative Order. And I think that's in 2 weeks, very soon. And I have a short film out on a couple streaming sites, Lesflix, Fearless, and the Real Women's Network.
Yeah. And I will not forget Alexia.
I don't know. It's okay. It's okay that you forgot me.
No, it's not okay. It's not okay.
I'm D'Angelo's fiance. I support him on the back end of stuff. But I also do tarot card readings on the side. So if you do want a tarot reading, just hit me up either on D'Angelo's Discord, or you can find me on Instagram, Alexia_the_thief. Message me there and I'll be happy to give you one.
Yeah. And then Ben.
Benjamin Watkins. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Watkins Benjamin. It's the whole military thing, last name, first name. And so that's when I created them. And so you can find me there. I have set them to, I think, public. So everything should be going just fine now. Thank you, D'Angelo, for educating me as well as a few other people. You'll find me on D'Angelo's Discord, Mountain Taker. And I think other than that, hopefully I did the whole reading thing right, Alexia. Pick a card, any card, slide.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works.
There's a lot of ways to do it, so that's one of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then I'm supported. Well, I'll be here either lurking or in the shadows as D'Angelo does the Wounded Warrior Project donation drive. That's who I work for. So as a vet, I get to support my brothers and sisters and taking care of them with physical, mental health, all sorts of fun things. So I get paid to do what I love, and that's take care of people who I love. So,
yeah. Taryn?
I also wanted to throw out there, Ben, you're an amazing storyteller, and I truly appreciate you. You're such a good human.
This is a great session.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful to be have my first and probably only Vampire the Masquerade as a player under your storytelling. That's so good. But yeah, so my name is D'Angelo Murillo. This is my Twitch channel. Phoenix by Night is one of the projects that I run. I'm trying so hard with every fiber of my being to bring more diversity and inclusion in our TTRPG community, trying to get people paid for their hard work and talent. So thank you for your donations tonight. We raised $120, so everyone's going to go home with $20, which might not seem a lot, but you'd be surprised because even $1 more than these tabletop RPG performers and a lot of tabletop RPG performers get after hours and hours of work. So it really means the world to us. So thank you again so much. For myself, I stream on Twitch. There'll be more events coming up in the future. The Wounded Warrior Project is coming up, I believe, on the 21st. Muscular Dystrophy Association D&D project is coming up on the 31st. And then my birthday stream sort of thing is on the 18th, I believe. No, I think it's the 21st. I think that's the Wounded Warrior Project one. So that'll be really, really good. And yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. So thank you guys again so much for everything. Please follow everyone on their social medias. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And we'll see you guys next Saturday for another great episode of Phoenix by Night. Bye.